good, even though his lawyer representing him, Bradford Cohen, is now coming out to say that this case is pretty much very weak. But that is the same thing that he said about Pooh Shiesty's case, and for some reason he withdrew from it. But that's another story for another time. Now, if you guys don't know, Kodak Black back in November of 2025 happened to have a little interaction with some officers after these officers claimed that they pulled up on Kodak Black and other individuals in two cars, which one of them was a BMW and the other one was a Lamborghini. Cops claimed that after they smelled some loud, they decided to search the two cars, and while they were doing their searching, they ended up finding a steel inside one of those cars with a backpack with some Slurp juice, 25 plus grams of MDMA, and $37,000 in a backpack. And this is all allegedly as of right now. Cops claim that they asked around whose stuff was that, but everybody was like, it ain't mine. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Motherfuckers like, shit. I ain't got nothing. That ain't my shit. I ain't mine, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit, bro.
That ain't my steal. That ain't mine. You know what I'm saying? It ain't mine. But for some reason, the cops didn't arrest anybody. Fast forward to today, May of 2026. We're coming out to here.
So let me guess, they, you know what I'm saying, the feds just sat back real quick and just watch, you know what I'm saying, see how he, you know what I'm saying, perform. Then get his ass on, bro.
That's what happened. Black has been arrested and he's being charged with drug trafficking, being that the MDMA was a crazy amount.
Bond is set for Florida rapper Kodak Black. The 28-year-old turned himself in to the Orange County.
Well, his ass look like a damn crackhead, Chad. God damn, look at this man. He don't even look like a rapper. He don't even look like he, you know what I'm saying, got money, bro. He just look broke as fuck, bro. Something going on with Kodak. I ain't lying.
Jail on Wednesday after Orlando police put out a warrant for a drug trafficking charge. West 2's Christina Watkins is live outside the jail. Christina, the rapper just made his first appearance.
He did, and his attorneys did most of the talking, starting off by saying he flew into Florida from California to turn himself in. Now, remember, President Donald Trump actually commuted a sentence from Kodak Black that he faced a few years ago, but when it came down to setting bond today in court, that did not matter.
All right, good afternoon, sir. If you can just tell me your name and your date of birth.
Yeah,
Kodak Black spent nearly 15 minutes in front of an Orange County judge Thursday for his first appearance, while his attorneys argued for a lesser bond.
If you read the affidavit that is attached to the warrant, Judge.
The rapper, originally from Pompano Beach, Florida, is accused of trafficking MDMA.
More than 10 grams, less than 200 grams. That is a first-degree felony.
Orlando police said their investigation goes back to last November when someone called 911 after hearing gunshots outside of Children's Safety Village. It's a nonprofit organization. When officers arrived, they said they saw a BMW and a Lamborghini parked outside.
Neither of the vehicles are registered to Mr. Dupree personally.
Well, why that sound like a rap song? Like a Lamborghini parked outside. So I don't know. That just sound like a rap. Somebody said that in a rap song, bro. I don't know.
The report states officers smelled marijuana and started searching those cars. Kodak, whose government name is Bill Capri, then walked up. His attorney said the cops found a bag with drugs and other items in it, which officers said they connected to Kodak's Instagram page.
And on one picture in his Instagram, there's a picture of him standing next to a bag that looks like the bag that was in the car. Now, I know PC was already found.
That nigga smiling. His ass smile like, man, get the fuck out of here.
I'm not going to argue PC, but it's really screaming at me, but I won't argue it. But, I mean, the case law on this is so very clear.
Criminal defense attorney Alicia Adamson-Profit is not tied to this case. She warned how state prosecutors could use social media against him.
Anything that you post on the internet, Instagram, TikTok, whatever, can be used against you. So you'll see, even though this was not the day of the arrest, they're using pictures from his social media to tie all of this case together.
Back in court, given...
I mean, I'm just saying, like, the niggas on your ass, bro. You should already know this. You just, you know what I'm saying, the president, you know what I'm saying, helped you out the first time. damn, why you posting drugs and all type of shit all on your Instagram page, bro? You know they on your ass. So if you do, you know what I'm saying, some shit like this, they gonna trace back to your Instagram page, your social media, and like, yeah, this nigga woo on your ass. Like, come on, man.
Kodak's criminal past and prior convictions, a judge set his bond at $75,000.
I mean, he could pay for it though, right? He got it.
And it's worth noting, I just checked Kodak Black's Instagram not too long ago. There's now only one post on his page. As of right now, he's still here in the Orange County Jail. We'll let you know if and when he bonds out.
Kodak Black is still sitting behind bars. $75,000 bond is available for him to bond out.
Damn, folks ain't got 75,000. The fuck you do with your money, nigga? You a rapper.
Will he pay that? He's still sitting behind bars. On top of all that, I wonder how we're hearing that things got sticky and shots were fired and these guys actually stood around to wait for the cops to come. Like, this just sounds a little crazy. Did shots really ring off? Like, we have to get more information on this, you know what I mean? Now, the fact that Kodak Black posted pictures of him with that backpack on social media, hey man, yeah, I mean, you can say that's his backpack, but he can also say, yo, that's his backpack.
That's
that
folks'
mine,
backpack,
you know what I
man.
mean?
That's phone them backpack. That ain't my shit, bro. Bro.
Trump did give Kodak Black a pardon, as you guys know, as you guys might have already know. Kodak Black was sitting behind bars when Trump gave him a pardon a few years ago. But this time around, it seems like it's gonna get sticky for Kodak Black. And the reason why I say this is not good for Kodak Black is because, if you guys don't know, Kodak Black has been in and out of jail for drunk charges.
That nigga always in and out of jail. He just can't get right, chat. Like, what is so hard for you to just sit your ass in this nice ass crib of yours and just record? That's all you gotta do. Just record. Like, damn.
Just for years, you know what I mean? And this is not his first rodeo. This is like another day, another vacation.
Yeah, he used to this
you guys
shit.
Know what I mean, bro? Like, this is not his first rodeo. Either way it goes, I've been saying it for years, man. Sometimes these things happen to Kodak Black, and it's probably better for him to get locked up.
Man, I'm just saying, like, when you gonna just realize, like, man, this shit getting old. Like, for real, chat. This shit real life getting old, man. You just doing dumb shit. In and out of jail, bro. Like, if he wasn't in and out of jail like this, bro, he would have more money than what he got right now. He, you know, but jail fuck you up. It shortens your growth.
That to him end up like rich homie Quan, get an overdose, and he's no longer here. I think Kodak Black has an addiction that he cannot control, as we've seen him on multiple videos looking real down bad. And
really?
It seems like the people that are around him aren't guiding him or are just yes men, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, Kodak Black hasn't been able to stay out of jail. I mean, I would argue that he hasn't even, I think now.
Hey, go lie, I thought that was gonna be his last time, but shit, apparently not.
That was the longest that he lasted. I think he was out for like 2 years. And yeah, man, Kodak Black is back behind bars facing some sticky charges. And how is the judge gonna look at all this, being that they're gonna be like, bro, like, yo, you was caught with loud here, you was caught
all type of shit.
Listen, it is not looking good. Make sure y'all hit that bell button so you do stay notified whenever I drop one.
Once again, goddamn Kodak. Like, man, one thing I'm gonna say about Kodak though, we just gotta, you know what I'm saying, watch him, man, cause he gonna be another rapper that's gonna go down off drug overdose for real. Like, we can't sit back and let shit like this happen, Chad. Like, we gotta do something too. Like, I don't know, man. This shit keep happening. Juice WRLD, Big Sky. Man, who? Now it's gonna be Kodak Black. For real, Chad. Man, we finna get into a topic of Jermaine Dupree, man. This little fuck. I don't like Jermaine Dupree, but we finna dive deep and see what the fuck he talking about.
Dupree freaks out after getting canceled for something he says he didn't do. And it feels like people are treating him unfairly. Before we get the video started, this video is sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is a prediction market. This podcast brought a lot of chaos to his life because on the podcast, he talked about signing Criss Cross, finding them when they were only kids. But
man, I heard some crazy things about Jermaine Dupree and this Criss Cross shit. Like, man, look, his ass on some other shit, man. Try to tell you.
Talked about the amount of
mess up them little kids, man.
He made from them and the splits he had on certain records with them. Now, going into details and being that honest brought a lot of issues because when the clips went viral, people said that Jermaine Dupree took advantage of him. He robbed him. He finessed him. He was a predator. And they attached a lot of things. Nobody who, especially somebody who is in the record industry, who is still trying to sign artists and do music, you don't want those allegations on your name, bro. You don't want to be known as a Diddy. So literally, Jermaine Dupree was forced to turn on his camera and respond back to this clip that went viral.
Like, can you give us an example? You got a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, I mean, like, you know, as far as like, I'm a 100% writer. Right. So, like, say for instance, like Criss Cross' first album, or Criss Cross all of the album, I wrote. But the first album, I wrote everything on the album and produced everything on the album. So therefore, you know, that's 100%. I like, therefore, I get 100% of every piece of the pie that's coming when it's publishing, right? So that's what I'm saying. So soon as Criss Cross sold 2 million, it was $1 million at my door.
$1 million from the.
But they sold 2 million. They sold 2 million records in like 2 weeks.
From publishing, just from publishing, it was $1 million.
Yeah, it was $1 million already. Like because it's like they say it's in the pipe. They call it, like, you know what I mean? It's in the pipeline. So once you start selling records like that, the money, the people, everybody know the money is there. So then people just start showing up like, yo, I give you, you know what I mean? If you let's do 50% of your publishing, we give you $1 million advance, That's where the advances start, because they can see the money. But that's what I'm saying, like, and by the way, this is what I'm saying. You make me want 100%, nice and slow, 100%.
So, okay.
But you took all that shit though, Chad.
Everybody that you wrote for and produced for wasn't on your label, but the people that was on your label, if you own the label and you're getting the masters, and then you write the music and you get in the publishing, and then you produce the music, so you're getting all the money.
You don't get all the money.
Man, nigga, you getting all the fucking money. Stop lying. Stop fucking lying. You getting all the motherfucking money, man. He's lying, Chad. We see it.
But by the way, you get a significant amount of money. A large. But you
don't significant. You get a large portion.
But you don't get all the money. But I'm saying at the same time, you know what's funny with me is that when I be hearing people talk about contracts and this, that, and the third, the contract states what you get. You know what I'm saying? The contract don't state you're gonna get jerked. The contract states exactly what you get. That's why you're supposed to give your contract to somebody and let them look over it, and then you give that contract back to the person.
Hey, I don't like this motherfucker, but he is right. You know what I'm saying? Have somebody to read over your shit, man. Don't read your own shit, cause if I'm letting somebody read my shit on bro chat, I ain't going. You ain't giving me no 360 bill on my ass.
That you talking to, and it's supposed to say what you want from that person.
Well, what's your thoughts on that? Because I always feel like, for the most part, there's no such thing as a bad deal.
Get the fuck out of here. He say ain't no such thing as a bad deal. Bro, you know how many motherfucking rappers they got a bad deal?
Ain't no such thing as a bad deal. That's where you gotta click off.
Right, like, come on now. Right,
but
exactly.
Now, there are certain, like, target words that we hear and they're triggers to us. Things like 100% publishing, because the average person don't even understand what publishing is, right? But when we hear you get 100%,
you get all that.
Like, the artist ain't get a percent. You got everything.
And then he gonna lie to myself. Well, you know what I'm saying? We get a portion. No, you get a large amount. Talking about a portion, nigga. Fuck out of here.
And then they also use context clues they were kids, like they were like literal children,
finessing their ass.
They automatically assume, Jermaine Dupree is jerking these kids. He took advantage of them, right? He violated them, but he responded back to clear his name because he didn't like these allegations. And you don't ever want to be known as somebody who did bad business, right? Because that follows you. Look at Diddy right now.
Exactly.
If anybody wants to do business with Diddy right now, they're hiring 20 lawyers and they're having each lawyer check each sentence.
But shit, it's too late for Jermaine Dupree. Everybody already know what's going on with you, buddy. We already know. Yeah, you can't hide from us. We seen what you done did behind the scenes with them little kids. Yeah.
Like people you were fine coning every detail of a Diddy contract if Diddy brings business to you because you don't trust Diddy due to his reputation. You don't want to be in that category. So he came on camera and he essentially said that we all got it wrong, that he didn't finesse them.
Lies.
And actually, if you want to look at it, according to him, from what he says, he got finessed, right?
What?
He ain't made as much money as he probably should have if he had his business anywhere.
And producing their first album and being 100% writer. The comments about this is crazy. I seen people saying I took advantage of the Chris's. I seen people saying I finessed them. I seen people calling me a predator. Man, I seen people say you should blame the parents for letting me do what I did to the Chris's. And the shit just keeps going on and on and on, right? I need all of you niggas that's saying all of this shit to come to the front of the congregation right now. We gonna unpack this right now.
What you gonna do?
Y'all clear. I want y'all to hear me really, really good. It was a time in Atlanta when young kids didn't want to rap. It was a time in Atlanta when young kids didn't even have an idea that they could become rappers. It was a time in Atlanta when a young producer went to a mall and met two kids that weren't even a group. They was just two kids. I saw them and I said, yo, what y'all do? And the two kids told me nothing. And I keep saying two kids because I want y'all to understand, they was just two kids. They had no idea that they was a group. I decided y'all should be a group. They had never been to the studio. They had never had a thought to be a group. They never wanted to be a group. They weren't running around Atlanta with a demo tape trying to shop it. They was just in the mall being cool kids. And I'm sure in the world that we...
And wearing their shirts backwards, Chad. That's what they was doing too. They was, if you watch Crisscross, they had their shit on backwards and shit. Yeah.
We live in right now, it's hard for y'all to even imagine that this is what life was. But this is what life was in Atlanta. These two kids that told me they did nothing went from meeting me at Greenbrier Mall, telling me they did nothing, to becoming millionaires before their 15th and 16th birthday.
He starts off shaky. Now I understand why he included the context of discovering them when...
But one lost their life down the line too, though, and let's not forget that. Like, yeah.
They were not rapping, and he literally created and crafted what Crisscross is. I understand including that in the context of it and why it's important, but giving somebody an opportunity when they had nothing is not a license to essentially like F them over and take everything they got, right? It's not a license to be predatory. Given an opportunity doesn't equal I'm going to take advantage of you. So he started off shaky, right? Because the explanation itself means nothing, but he kind of brings it all back together and actually saves himself when he brings up the fact that he could have very easily signed Crisscross to him, but he got them a record deal. And once he got them the record deal, he explained that the only money he made from Crisscross is through, like the publishing and his writing credits. Even though he discovered them, he didn't make no other money off of them outside of being their writer and producer.
Rough House signs Crisscross. Now, Rough House signs Crisscross. Crisscross is not signed to Jermaine Dupree's production company or Jermaine Dupree's record company, because Jermaine Dupree don't have no record company. Jermaine Dupree is a nobody. So it's no So Def, and they're not signed to So Def Productions. I get these guys a record deal with Rough House Records, and you know how much money I got from that record deal? Nothing. So Chris Cross got paid before I even saw a dime. For anybody out there asking how much money did they make, they got paid in advance as artists, whatever their artist deal was. I don't even know what their deal was. I wasn't part of it. They got an artist deal. They got signed to a record company. They got paid. This was prior to me making any money off these guys. We go in the studio, we start writing, we do what we do. I make Jump, send Jump to Rough House, boom, everybody go crazy, put the song out. The song goes, I think, gold in a week. It was platinum the second week. It was double platinum in the third week or some shit like that. Chris Cross started doing shows everywhere. Doing shows everywhere. They blowing up, the box is going crazy. Chris Cross, they start selling merchandise.
Right. Okay.
And Chris Cross started making $1 million to damn near $2 million a week in just merchandise. You know how much money I got from that?
I mean, you ain't gonna talk about the part what you done did, though. You know what I'm saying? You gonna sit there and play like, yeah, I ain't do shit. You know what I'm saying? You lying. You some bitch, you lying, motherfucker, you lying.
Nothing. I still ain't got paid. Mind you, just listen, I still ain't got paid. The record's out, it's doing good. I'm feeling good because I know I got a hit. You know what I mean? The record's #1, but I ain't got no money like that. I'm not making that type of money. They doing shows. They're doing shows every day, every whatever. I'm not making I ain't getting no show money. They get bigger, they keep getting bigger, blah, blah, blah. You get more shows, they go on tour, they making more money, merchandise, they doing all kind of things. I'm not making nothing from any of that. So y'all, for the people out there that was in the back, y'all come to the front. You ask how much money did Chris Cross actually make? I just told you they was making what I got, the little check I got from EMI. They was making that a week in merchandise. Are y'all paying attention? Are you hearing me? Y'all telling me that I took advantage of them because somebody came and gave me a $1 million check. $1 million.
Chat, you know what? He ain't take advantage of them. He ain't do none of that. You know, fuck out of here. He did that shit. We all know he took advantage of their ass. And we ain't buying by this shit, Jermaine Dupree. Hell no.
But I finessed them.
Yup.
And I did everything.
Hell yeah.
I did all of this shit.
Fucking monster.
With 2 niggas, little niggas, that told me they didn't do nothing. And they became millionaires before their 15th and 16th birthday.
Shit.
But I finessed them.
That's when you did something. Once they became millionaires, niggas, shit. Of course, they wasn't shit until you made them millionaires. That's when you start stealing.
Jermaine Dupree has been in this business for a very long time.
You know what's going on.
And he has dealt with, a good amount of artists, at least a good enough sample size to where we can look at those artists and see his routine.
Hey, Chad, didn't he fuck with Aaliyah too? Bro, he probably fucked. I think he fucked with Aaliyah too. Oh God, man.
Business practices, and for the most part, he don't really have allegations of effing people over. He don't really have allegations of stealing and robbing people like Diddy and Jay-Z and others. So because he don't have those allegations, you kind of have to give him the benefit of the doubt, right? Because he could have very easily had them signed to him and then had the label sign his label while they're still signed to him, and then he get all the advance money. So he could have very easily done any and everything he wanted to do, because when they signed to him, well, when he discovered them, he could have very easily signed them to, bro, these were kids who weren't rapping. He could have done anything.
Right.
And the fact that, he was charitable enough to kind of have them go ahead and have their own situation with the label and then just help out with the writing and the producing, and they really like tap into the 360. I feel like, like that's at least fair, right? He's making money off the music he written and produced. and he's not making money off of everything they've ever done. And I feel like that's fair. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, man? Do y'all believe?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of sketchy to me, you know, chat. That shit just kind of screams sketchy.
Meet Max. He's a credit wrecker. He doesn't know that using his full line of credit can...
Chud!
So we finna get into Chud. If y'all know who Chud is, he was doing these little skits and shit. It was funny at one point, but then he started trying to be racist towards black people, and that shit just started getting out of hand, bro. Let's dive deep into it.
Career is officially over before it even got started. Now the very same people who supported his racist antics
Racist
no longer
ass
support
nigga,
him
man.
because the real him just got exposed. This 1 in a million chance occurrence that took place on Chud's live stream that has initiated his downfall is nothing but God. Look at God. Now, Chud ran across a black woman that apparently he slept with in the past. And she got straight to bootlicking.
What? What, Chud? Chud. Now, Chud, now, you gonna be racist and shit towards us, but then you gonna dig and daddle with the chocolate. You know what I'm saying? Blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Good white man,
bro.
you're not racist, white man.
Once you go back, you can't go back.
I don't really remember you, but you do look familiar. No, I'm Dalton. I've always been Dalton, but I am a Chud.
Right, but you're not my Dalton. You used to come to my house. I fed you.
Yeah, you were cool. I don't remember you that much, but I do remember I know you. See, we got roots. Hey, when you came up like that.
You helped me when you were following Liver King, but before you were following Liver King, you used to sell me weed. I fed you before.
It's been a long time.
Okay.
But I healed your stomach by teaching you how to eat real food.
Yes, yes. So that's
what was your
why
name again?
I'm Lana, but that's
Lana.
why I'm confused what happened to you, because you're not racist. I know that. I fed you.
But so you believe in freedom of speech?
I do.
So I should be allowed to say right?
Right, but you
then
also
that's the
have
only
to
point.
understand
That's it.
People don't have emotional intelligence. They can't.
Is that my fault?
But listen, you gotta be careful because...
Hold on, amigo.
This video is made up of no heroes. It's all villains. Everybody in this story is a villain.
Literally.
She walked up to Chud and started, of course you can say the N-word. These black folks don't got no emotional intelligence and IQ, Chud. I'm one of the good ones. Right? She gets straight to the bootlicking.
Man.
Now, afterwards, she got her wake-up call. She realized they don't respect anybody. I don't care how much you think you're one of the good blacks. They don't respect you. And the Chud pages began to talk about her as if she was an absolute slur. They began to write captions like, Chud used to raw dog an ugly black woman.
Damn.
They went in on her. Do you understand how much of a despicable human being you have to be for one of these pink pill divestors to turn on you as a white man? There's almost nothing a white man can do to make one of these divestors turn. But she apparently turned on Chud after seeing the captions that Chud was posting, after seeing how they were talking about her. And she made a response video.
Oh, she
Chud
responded.
that he raw dogged her at some point in their interaction.
What's up, y'all? Lily Venus here. Pretty big, literally in my
Whoa, don't tell me that's Chud at the bottom right here like a goddamn fairy. No, Chud. Damn.
Because Chud the Builder's cameraman put our conversation on Broadway on YouTube. Now millions of people know what I look like fresh off work, right? But in the caption it said that black woman who used to smoke mid and get raw dogged by Chud the Builder. Well, he's not lying. I already told y'all we used to smoke. He used to sell me weed. And we did raw dog. A lot. Me, him, and my ex-wife. I am a professional pegger. It is no secret that I perform prostate massages, if you will, for men. I've been doing it for a very long time now. Most of my clientele is white men. We sign NDA agreements. I talk about me pegging all the time, but I never tell you names because discretion is key. Confidentiality is why my client list is so long. But Chud mentioned it first. I think that he said it the way he said it because the white supremacists were probably like, ew, you used to hang out with a black girl, shame on you. So you had to make it sound good.
Now, Chud, you know you got no business, man.
Damn, Chud.
Back on the Jason Love 35.
Damn, Chud couldn't resist the chocolate. Goddamn, Chud. He seen that. I told you, once you go black, you can't go back. Goddamn it.
You know you got no business, man. Sashaying back on that dildo. Chud, you know. Right? You know you got no business doing that.
You already know. But
now,
he did it.
She told it all. She told the business, man.
Damn.
So, Chud, before he was going around calling black people the N, before he was going around telling liberal white men that their wives, were getting thrusted by BBCs, he had his own weird obsession with the BBC. Chud was moving with no decorum, no respect for himself. He was getting plastered on a nightly basis by a BBC, a fake one, a plastic BBC. Okay, now Chud, was moving with, he had no respect for himself. This lady was slutting out Chud on a nightly basis. Now, most people.
Whoa. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Damn! Bro, I'm thinking, know what I'm saying, he was fucking her. Hell no, chat. Hell no. This motherfucker was getting, oh no.
Right? Flexible boys who behave in flexible activities, they start off with the Jason Love.
Oh.
Right, with the they don't.
Oh, this nigga.
You're gay. Even pretend not to like it. They start with the straight to the Jason Love. But Chud had a little bit more fat on his belly. This is when Chud was like 300 pounds, almost 400 pounds. Chud had a little bit more cushion back there. So Chud was asking her to bring the Rico Strong.
Oh,
he wanted the
shit.
Rico Strong 7500. He wanted the 15-incher.
Shit.
And she got no reason to lie. Chud was the one who told the world that, they used to fool around. So she brought the business to the table, man. And Chud, you are just to have these secrets and these skeletons, but still showing your face out here. Oh, that white man got no shame.
Boy.
I'm an egregore too. Lily Venus, hi. Hail the great mother. So I am all about enlightenment, controversy, occultism, witchcraft, and of course, love. So me talking about this is what my brand is about. Let's expose it, bro. So yes, with a bacon.
It's blurred out, so y'all can't see it. Take my word for it. That thing is massive and scary. And to be throwing it back on
Oh no, man. What the fuck is going on with the world, man? Damn, there's some fucking weirdos out here, chat. God damn.
That massive and that scary on a nightly basis. He has to have his PhD in flexible boy activities. No. I apologize. Chud don't got the PhD because that would say that Chud was a student. Chud was a professor. Chud was a professor of a doctorate.
Damn, Chud!
Boy activity.
No, Chud!
How does a man stick something like that?
No, Chud!
Like 2015. He was a little chubbier then. His cheeks used to clap.
Oh!
Now.
Got no business, man. Doing something like this, sir.
What is we doing? Chud, no. Chud. You can't do that. What the fuck?
Figure out the harsh reality. The harsh reality here is bad people, such as your demographic or people who think you're cool and funny. All right. They love when you're racist, right? They hate black people, but you know who they hate more than black people? Flexible boys who engage in flexible activities. All right. That very same group of people is about to turn on you, man.
Chud, he doesn't even have a little chubby butt no more, so I probably wouldn't again. But I'm wondering, did you bring that up because you want to spin the block? Now, when I first he was a virgin, and I'm having a hunch that he probably hasn't been since me and my ex-wife. We can start small, buddy. I got you, but you don't have to.
Bro.
Like, if you're gonna say that we.
YouTube Premium is ad-free.
Damn.
And video downloads.
Say the whole truth, okay? Now, with that being said, why do I peg? Because it's a hustle and it helps me get through college. I'm still in college, but now I don't have a choice. I will forever be a top because I had a surgery 3 years ago. The doctor up and chopped my coochie off. You don't believe me? The link is in the bio.
Bro! Oh, shit! Shit! Hey, what the fuck, bro? It's damn.
My ex-girlfriends can vouch for me. I am a top. I men and I women with my bisexual. The is gay. And that's just that on that. You know what else y'all want me to say? So I'm not gonna give this any more attention. Today is Sunday. Happy Mother's Day. I'm not bringing this into next week. Stop asking me where can you find Chud. He's on Broadway. The same way I found him, you can go find him too. Bye.
Oh my god, bro. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't. Not this one. What the fuck, bro? Like you sitting up here talking about, you know what I'm saying, racist shit. Being racist to motherfuckers, and look what you doing, bro. Oh no.
Surprised that Chud is a flexible boy. I'm not surprised he's flexible. Now I'm stunned and caught off guard, and I'm tad bit surprised at how flexible Chud was.
Yeah.
The lady said Chud was throwing it back and making it clap on the Rico Strong. Natural born women don't know how to make it.
Oh shit.
16-incher. Chud got a bottomless booty. How the heck you throwing it back and popping it and on a 16-incher and it ain't hit the bottom?
Man, I don't even know what the fuck I'm listening to now. Like, I wasn't expecting this shit, y'all. Like this shit here. You know, I'm sitting up here trying to, you know, react to videos and shit. I wasn't expecting to react to shit like this though. This shit caught me off guard, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
So no, I'm not surprised. Most of these people are flexible, who are terrible people. Most terrible human beings who come online and who are racist, they are flexible. Look at Nick Fuentes. He's flexible. We see the proof that Nick Fuentes is flexible. It's out there. Go look at it. He's flexible. All right? Nick Fuentes got a video out here where he's literally on a date with another man. All these guys is flexible, okay? Now, this lady, though, I don't consider her a hero, not one bit whatsoever. I feel like this story is filled with nothing but villains.
Man,
just watching her
this
licking next to Chud, talking about you not racist, you was kind of me. These black people don't got emotional IQ like me. She's not a victim at all, and I won't be donating. I'm sorry. Now, if
not to that shit.
Have a conversation and we can work out why she was bootlicking, then yeah, of course, you know, I would consider making a donation after the conversation goes, and I will ask you guys to donate, and you know, I will post the link if she has some type of explanation for the madness that we watch her do.
Man.
Now she came back and she responded back to the backlash
again
for being friendly to Chud, and here's what she had to say.
Oh, not again.
To redeem herself. I'm not.
Oh man, because this shit here is disturbing, bro. Not again.
Okay.
What do you know? I got some more tea on Chud the Builder, and y'all aren't gonna believe this. Almost 100K on his GoFund. What happened? What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Lily Venus, and I am live in the flesh with an update on Chud the Builder. Do y'all like my cowboy hat? What are you gonna say? I'm defending him because I got a cowboy hat on? Stupid. Anyway, sorry. That was to all the idiots yesterday on my But if you are new here, yes, I did personally talk to Chud the Builder, and he was nice to me. And of course he was nice to me because I knew him before he was Chud. Literally, not just me. There are several people that are now coming clean that, hey, we used to kick it with this guy. But guess what? Dalton has passed away. Moment of silence for Dalton. He has passed away. Dalton has been dead for a while now. We are not looking at Dalton. The body is Dalton, but the spirit is Chud. And guess what? You want to know what I found out? Your favorite politicians, your local doctors, and your local lawyers are sponsoring him. Which is why, once again, I told you guys, don't chip out. Don't react, because this is all a psyop. First of all, look at the name. Chud the Builder. If you know anything about Freemasonry, I don't even need to say anymore. Like, it's a psyop. It's a psyop to push the New World Order, Agenda 2030, to incite a race war.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You know, I ain't really into much. Like, I don't want to dive deep and all into the politics, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, all the Illuminati. You know, this shit get real, chat. Like, when you start digging into that shit get deep.
War. So every time y'all do something, you're helping them. You're helping them push their agenda a little bit further. And the reason why he's now acting out against his own people, white people, is because he needs to become so nationally known that when somebody does take him out, and if it's one of us, there's your race war. But y'all are so stuck on me telling y'all to not react and coming at me for looking sleepy after I worked a 22-hour shift, telling me I need to be raped and killed because I'm asking you to not react to this. But yeah, go ahead and react while you do it, please. That's just going to inspire our politicians and doctors and lawyers to give him more money. Don't believe me? Look at the fund and research all the names that
Smart founders know something most people miss. Get your domain name even if you're not ready to launch your business. With Wix.
I'm still trying to figure out. I can't wrap my head around. She got a pussy chopped off, chat. Like, huh? Like, I'm trying to figure that shit out. She not a woman. I don't know what the fuck it is no more. Like, for real, chat.
This sentiment, and this exact same sentiment permeated in my last comment section when I got on the other dude for being friendly to Chud. Listen, man, you do not have to act up. You do not have to be emotional with dealing with Chud. But you know what you don't do? You don't shake Chud's hands, right, and lower your tone when he tells you to. You know, there's acting a fool, what you don't want to do, and there's not reacting, and then there's shaking his hand and being complicit as he says the N-word. He said the N-word in her face, and she proceeds to say black people who react negatively, they have low emotional IQ. You're not racist, Chud. I don't know what they talking about. That's a little different than not being reactive. You seen the police officers when they dealt with Chud? They was like this, huh? Like, what you say? They was dismissive to him. Walking up to him, being his friend, hugging him, shaking hands. That's not how you deal with this guy, okay? All you're doing is co-signing him to his audience. So no, I'm not buying well, I acted this way because I didn't want to act like an emotional person and give him what he wanted. But did you really have to hug him?
All that.
Call black people low emotional IQ? Man,
all that.
Man, I ain't buying this, man. But thank you for your service, for exposing Chud. Yeah. We really appreciate it, okay? Y'all let me know.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, shorty ass weird. She weird as fuck. For real, chat.
I just got back from the David.
Man, we finna dive deep into this David topic again, man. More details about it. Let's go. Let's get it.
At the courthouse in downtown LA, and it was an interesting day. There weren't huge updates. It basically was a big argument about just how much data and evidence they had, this alleged 40 terabytes of information that the prosecutors have against David. They're claiming that only 10 terabytes has been uploaded. The Wi-Fi must not be hitting in the courthouse or in the prosecutor's office, and they're saying that they need more time to go over everything. But this isn't going to be a video about David's trial. It's not going to be a video about what I saw at David's case. If you want to know more about that, go and check out the video I uploaded earlier.
Man, I'm just saying, like, folks says he got the, you know what I'm saying, the nails done. You might as well get the lipstick with it too, bro. Like, just saying, Chad.
Outside the courthouse. This is going to be a video about somebody that you might never have heard of, but somebody that allegedly might have been involved deeply in the cover-up that went on David's Discord. Now, you might have remembered that I did a video a few days ago about some of the just most incriminating posts that were found on David's Discord, some of the, you know, attempts that apparently were made to cover it up. A lot of things were deleted. Delete everything. The order to delete everything seemed to go out after the body was found in the trunk of David's Tesla. But there are some shadowy figures that you might not have heard of that may well have helped in the cover-up, okay? So I'm going to break all of that down to you in this video. But before I do that, if you want a full breakdown of everything that went on with David as far as the evidence against him, we got that paperwork, and I created like a full, just a mini quick documentary about it. It's about 25 minutes long, called How David Did It, or I'm A/B testing a few titles. People get on me talking about, oh, you changed the title.
We know how David did it.
A/B testing a few titles, but that's the title it's showing right now.
We know how David did it already, bro. He, you know what I'm saying, he sliced her up, put her ass in the bag, bro. He really, you know what I'm saying, dig deep. He did it, though.
So if you want kind of the full breakdown, as far as, you know, just the evidence all compiled into a timeline and sort of a retelling of the story of what happened with David, with the new timeline that we have from prosecutors, go and check that out, okay, if you are digging into this case as deeply as me. But anyway, what I'm going to get back to is the alleged Discord moderator that David apparently, you know, had call-in shots on his Discord server where a lot of very lewd things were being discussed. And this is somebody who might have taken part in an alleged cover-up on that Discord server after Celeste's body was found. Now, I'm going to reveal to you, this person is a moderator on the Discord, known only as Martin, but he's also referred to as Asian. Now, this is not to be confused with Neo the Asian. Neo, one of David's best friends. People were saying a boyfriend, they might have been lovers, all types of crazy stuff they were saying about
Who this is?
But it's not Neo the Asian.
Who
This
that
is another
is?
guy. He's just referred to as Asian or Martin, okay?
Lock their ass up too.
Basically,
hey, if he helped them, any type of help, goddammit, lock their ass up, for real.
I'm going to give you more background about what was going on the Discord. So, on September the 9th, 2025, okay, this is after Celeste's body was discovered in David's Tesla, but before, I believe before she was officially identified as Celeste. Basically, a moderator named Asian was notably purging David's Discord, right? So, a few different people in here, and this is Asian, right? One of the mods, they got some sick flair there, okay? And there was a conversation going on in this, right? In this Discord. He put help purge. There's a conversation talking about how crazy the news is after the body had been found. I hate to disappoint, but I'm not David. This is Moji. Hope this helps. I got 600 DM requests. I've seen a bunch of Twitter posts the past couple of days. I thought I'd let you know. There's been like 1,000 DMs and a bunch of posts, so I thought I'd clear that up. Staff statement regarding the situation is in announcements. Enjoy your days, everyone. My fault for the double ping. And then basically this is a group command purge, right? Asian has initiated the purge command, and it says it deletes the specified amount of messages from the current channel, right?
Deleted.
Purging messages. So
they deleted it?
A little bit sus that was going on. Saying a little
deleted
weird, if you
it?
ask me. This is a post 8 months ago, right? So basically, these posts that are going around, right? People are noticing it. It says one of his admins were trying to purge something. Who knows? It says the Discord server still exists, but the general chat channel does not exist anymore. One Redditor downloaded and archived the whole thing a few days ago, so there it is. But they're saying it's purged or privated now. Now, interestingly enough, during David and Celeste's infamous live stream in allegedly either December 2023 or January 2024, that's when David and Celeste appeared live on Twitch. And David famously said, delete everything, delete mods, delete everything from this stream. Don't want any evidence.
He said, delete it! Damn it, delete everything!
Now, interestingly enough, one of the first names that was mentioned when David issued the order to delete everything, one of the first names that was actually mentioned by another controversial moderator on the Discord was Asian. Okay, so Safia, or Safia, this is a name that's come up quite a lot in the Discord. She was, you know, we dug into an article about her the other day, about her basically being a lead moderator on the Discord and her catching a lot of flack. But she says here, Asian dipped out, skull emoji. So people saying screen record, somebody, all right? They're talking about the Epstein flight list. This is what led to the delete everything. They're saying Asian dipped out. Asian wasn't there moderating like he usually is, all right? Asian is the type of guy that might delete everything. So I've got the longer recovered clip from that live stream, which people now say was actually a cooking stream that was duly deleted after David issued the command of delete everything. But again, if you pay close attention to the chat, you notice some interesting things.
Well, let's see it.
I media trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my. Delete everything. Delete everything.
Told you.
Everything goes. Everything.
See, I wish we had that 1 hour and 7 minute full VOD. It existed once. Prosecutor probably has it, or is it an hour and 12 minutes? An hour and 12.
I took it off because it didn't go with the silver.
Season it. It's already seasoned, bro. It's Alfredo.
Damn.
Chat. Pray for his career, chat. Are we done? Are we?
We need to delete this.
Are we?
Yeah.
Can we delete?
Somebody delete it.
And then as soon as the stream ends, delete the
So
stream
with
too.
now. We see it.
Can we delete? Can we delete anything? You done for, bro? Y'all are not done. Now you gonna Epstein? Yo! Wait!
Oh, look at
Oh, you can see it right here. There's no escaping this, bro. Oh God, ain't no escaping none of this shit. I can't see too much of it. David, any plans to come back to y'all? Know y'all. You done all the brother love something. Can't really read too much of that.
Hey, answer that one. That's so mean if you don't answer that.
Caught you 4K. Don't get canceled, dog. Oh, bro, they telling his ass.
Bro, thank you, Mitochondria.
I'm at the big game right now, and I have the urge to open packs. Good thing I have box.g.
So there was a little comment there, right at the end. Slipped by.
Mitochondria.
They saying,
yeah, it's like right there.
None of us have access. So they're saying Asian is the guy.
None of us have
delete everything. They're saying none of us have access to that. Asian gone, bro. So they're saying Asian is the guy.
So who that?
Has access. Asian is the point.
Bro, Ice 50. That's his name. Ice 50.
Man, when it comes.
Hell yeah, we got him, Chad. Ice 50. Get his ass. Y'all.
To delete everything
bro.
except for mods. Can we just listen to what he said, Kev?
His career. We delete all.
He doesn't say Maz, it says in the sub to Maz, but he's saying mods. He's asking the mods, specifically Asian, and they're in the chat talking about, now Asian's gone, we can't delete everything.
Maz, can we delete all VODs?
Nope.
As soon as the stream ends, delete the stream too.
Nope.
Can we delete?
Nope.
Can we delete?
Nope.
Anything?
Nope.
You don't?
Nope.
He's asking.
Hell no.
For Asian. Now, Sophia would later actually confirm that Asian actually was in the live stream when she explained why she was there herself. So this was going around. It says, don't condone any threats made. This is just here for evidence. And this is Sophia. It says, I said because one of the mods, Asian, left from the stream. Plus, I just want to help moderate his stream and server. Yeah, those jokes I made because I want to blend in his community and came in with my personal experience. Yeah, around 2023, we made fun of David for only talking to minors because a bunch of members are minors. So this was her replying to the Celeste screenshot of her in the stream. I don't understand why she would say this without thinking it's weird.
Right. Shit is weird.
And, basically, she's saying, I said...
Lock her ass up. Shit is weird, chat. For real. This shit ain't funny.
Because one of the mods, Asian, left from the stream. So that's basically her explaining why she was in the comments talking about Asian. He talking about mods delete everything. The mods who are supposed to delete everything, they say, well, where's Asian? He's the deleter of everything. He's the point man when it comes to delete everything.
He's the deleter.
Right? So, very interesting stuff. So from here, okay, Some Discord messages from Sophia would show that David actually called her so that she could delete everything from the cooking stream that he did with a minor. Okay, but she actually allegedly didn't even pick up this call. So I've got the original messages for you guys here, so that we can document this. It is here in my document, right? So it's saying we're all too old for Discord. Sophia says, for real, for real. I said, how many did he usually get before that? She says, like around 10K plus viewers. People are amazed. Wow, that's wild. Yup. One time he called me because he was trying to delete that stream with his girlfriend. She slipped up and exposed him, right? I feel like David and Sunday would sound good together. People saying, I remember that, lol. Says they were talking about that Epstein Island. And they said Epstein Island and making fun of Stephen Hawking. That's not why he wanted to delete everything. He said, yo, thank you. It's so funny. LMAO. Crying face. They said David had to call me on how to delete the VOD. It's so funny. LMFAO. I didn't even answer his call because it was so late. So she talking about, I didn't even answer that call to delete everything, and Asian was supposed to be the guy who deletes everything. Now, from here, okay, basically
Asian need to go to jail.
From around that same time would also end up being preserved, and this would give more context to the cooking stream as well as other deleted streams that people say were removed by Asian, Mr. Delete Everything. So basically, all right, after the cooking stream, there's users in the David Discord that start asking if David has a girlfriend. They're saying David got a girlfriend. This is December the 13th, right after the cooking stream 2023. So I guess it took place in December. I was thinking January 11th, but I guess it took place even sooner. People crying, they're saying no for the first time. Someone replied so yes, pretty. It's a deleted user. And they said, wait, for real? They
Holy
said,
moly.
she's so pretty. Holy moly, I want to see her face, but I can't see. And then there was a Discord message mentioning a second stream that David allegedly did with Celeste. Maybe Asian was around to delete everything that time, perhaps. They said, so that was her on stream. They said, And someone, a deleted user, said, yes, that was her on stream. Someone said, ooh, and they said she kissed him at the beginning of the second stream. Oh, snap. It was so cute. They're saying, is it the music video girl or another? What's the at? And I said, I'm going to have to watch it. I only watched like a couple seconds because I was getting ready for school. These are kids.
Whoa.
So one of these streams is potentially this one that's been.
So that's Celeste right there.
A user in David's Discord would screenshot and ask about this other stream and who the girl was on December the 13th, 2023. So in the same day as the other messages. And David replied when someone said, "Who's the girl? You are a Fed." Why is that a Fed question? Are you doing something illegal? Are you doing something illegal in this picture?
Man, why you messing with these little females though? Like. That shit turn you on or something, nigga?
That's crazy. So from here, right, the Discord users, they keep discussing who David's girlfriend is, and then it's revealed that Asian's the man with the plan who deletes everything. He deleted the stream. So it said, is it the music video girl? They said, no, the music video girl is Asia, and she's like 20-something. Why are you talking about the age? And then they said, Asian deleted the VOD because David said the hard R. Apparently.
I'm just saying they can't even do nothing for you, bro. Like they too damn young, bro. They can't even. Like, they don't even know shit. What's going on for real? Like,
other story. People saying she's a W, and people saying dog real L Asian. What's the new girl's at? I didn't see her. And so from here, right, another deleted user would claim they don't know Celeste's socials. We're assuming they're talking about Celeste here. And basically only noticed her on David's close friend stories, and curiously would mention like phrases like every woman of age, which as we now know, not true. People saying, I don't know. They said, anyone know any women that live in Australia that are around 17, 18 years old and aren't ugly? DM me. They said you seen her. They said barely on the stream. Someone said, hey lol. I guess that's a woman replying to this call for women of the age of 17 or 18 in Australia. A bit weird. And then they said, and on his close friend story, it said, why am I so funny? I just want to ask her to be my wife because it's now tradition for every of-age woman in the server to marry me. Weirdo.
Right, weirdo.
Emoji, and they said, whether they have a boyfriend or not, they are my wife. So some oddball behavior going on.
Fucking weirdo.
So during the same set of messages, another user called Delilah would basically take a screenshot of their reply to David's story where he was discussing his girlfriend. So that's Delilah showing that she posted this screenshot into the Discord chat there on the 13th of December at 6 a.m. And basically they replied to David's story holding hands. It's like a shadow allegedly.
Yeah, he was holding hands.
Oh, y'all are the same height. So if I off myself right now, whose fault is it? That's creepy, honestly. That's a creepy thing to say. Then it says a deleted user also shares a screenshot of
Definitely
their
is,
reply to
man.
David's story, and someone else responds with shush. So basically, right, people are posting that. They're also replying to David having this mysterious girlfriend on stream, allegedly Celeste. And then basically someone replies, shh, they're trying to keep it hush-hush. They don't want people to know that David's out here cuffing the minors, apparently.
Cuffing all the little minors. This shit's sad.
That's a little bit suspect,
Shit's
right?
sad, Chad.
So from here, people start wondering, who is this Asian, right? That's his name, not his nationality. Who is this Asian who basically just keeps on
popping
deleting
up
everything? We want to know who
Yeah.
David's girlfriend is. We want to see the stream. Why are you deleting everything? Okay. So during the live stream where David basically shouts out other mods,
Oh,
he shouts out
Anonymous.
Zerks, another infamous mod who allegedly is part of the Delete Everything Club, and he mentions that Martin is Asian, and apparently he's got a background in the military, which is interesting, right? He's saying this is proof that Zerks and David were way too close. This is him speaking on his shadowy mod team that are deleting everything.
Thank you, Zerks. Martin, I'm so glad you're safe. I remember Martin said he was going into the military for something. I'm glad you're back with us. I'm glad you survived, dude. That's really crazy. Thank you for... Huh? How about Asian? That's Martin. Martin is Asian. Thank you so much, Martin. I'm glad you're home safe. Keep doing what you do. You're the GOAT. Zerks, you're also the GOAT. Kylie, you're kind of the GOAT, but like you're the GOAT, but like you're kind of the GOAT. Like Zerks is way more the GOAT than you. Like no cap. But thank you guys. Am I missing any mods? Am I missing any mods? Do we have more mods to thank?
Fucking weirdo.
Should be it, right? Alright, yeah, nah. Zerk's my top #1 GOAT. Me and Zerks go way back.
Fucking weirdo.
When he was Zerks 5. Well, he still is Zerks 5, but he used to really be Zerks 5. Ain't nobody rock with Zerks 5 when he was Zerks 5, but now they want to rock with him because he's Zerks. Crazy. Fortnite?
I'm glad his punk ass locked up for real, Chad.
Very interesting, right? David showing love to the mods. Right? It says, yeah, and he the one deleting stuff from the server. Right?
He need to get locked up too.
Stuff with Zerks, you know, being involved in there, talking about because he got a girl now. He don't answer me no
Zerks,
more.
Asian, whatever.
Okay, so the connection between David and his mods goes deep. So there's apparently like another Discord user in David's public Discord that actually kind of matches the same description, because when he said that Martin, aka Asian, he confirmed it. He said Martin is Asian. Thanks for that, David. He said that he had to go away and do something in the military. Now there's another user on Discord that kind of matches that description, and so we see posts from this account called Philo.
Philo.
I think maybe it's another burner account, because he's talking about going on deployment. He's not going to be active. He's going to be drained. Taking a deployment day by day. He wants to go back to the US. Deployment in 2 days, and he can rest for 2 weeks. And he's going to be on a Navy ship. Talking about don't join the military. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm in the military. I spent over $1,000 during my time in there. I have ADHD. I can't handle it. I don't have a job yet, so I'm going to the military. I'm joining the military. My mom's been out of the country for a month. All she asked me is about the military, how I've been losing weight.
Shit, don't you gotta get married or some shit and get that money, boost that money up in the military and some shit like that? Bro.
What I'm doing outside of it. I don't think I can go. My parents are making me ready to go. And he said going offline soon for 2-3 months of boot camp, thanks to all the friends I made here. So that could be another account. Could be Asian. Some evidence to suggest.
How would you know that?
Here are some messages of that same unit basically confirming that, yeah, they're Asian. Like, that's the guy. He was saying, who is Asian? Asian, who is he? Where's he typing? He said, me! Philo! I mod for David's Twitch.
Oh.
Here's Asian. It says I'm typing. So, yeah. So basically, similar to the Asian profile, right? Philo is kind of got some interesting info on his Discord account. He's into Valorant. He's got several roles in the servers, okay?
Damn.
Basically, like, you know, he's saying Valorant's the best game.
I ain't gonna lie, you gotta do some serious homework to, you know what I'm saying, to dig into this type of shit. Cause you wouldn't even know who, like, this is Asian. Like, you gotta literally dig deep into this shit. For real, Chad.
Imagine playing Fall Guys. I'd rather play Valorant. You know, he's loving the game, basically. Okay, Valorant better, right? And he's out here. He's got flair, right? He's a Twitch manager, Twitch mod, tapped in. Okay. So there's some other messages that kind of illuminating to Asian's backstory, right? He basically is apparently, you know, from California. They're saying it was 105 today. They're saying 110 is wild. Where's he at? He's in Cali's mostly desert. So we've also got posts here from Discord where Asian basically is explaining his past experience as a mod for other sort of famous streamers. So I used to mod for 25 streamers. Now I only mod for like 3-4. When COVID quarantine ended, everyone stopped streaming. So some people don't have the willpower to watch live streams for hours, but I'm built different. People saying LMAO. Literally same. I hate fat people. I've never been a Twitch mod before, just Discord for my own server. So yeah. After that, all right, in a message sent in October 2023, someone mentions Asian alongside a screenshot of his username. So there's another name. It says Asian showing the true colors. Into Zilly chat. And here he's going by Call Me Asian 1. Now that might be his Twitch account by the looks of it. So basically, he'd also post like these interesting interactions between David and Discord mod Sophia, which I will show you now. I'm going to open this bad boy up. Right, there we go.
That's actually disgusting. David, someone says you're 5'3". What's your username? Safi. I don't even know how to pronounce your name. Somebody said you're... Your mother is a... your mother did... wait.
So look, he's having little joke offs with his homies in the Discord, okay? But he's building these personal connections, you know. He's talking about how he knows Zerks from way back, and you know, there's apparently a couple messages that would suggest that Asian actually had direct contact with David. It says mine is just his first and last name, LMAO. So he's bragging that he got David's number and he got him saved as David Burt. That's the name that's appearing on courtroom schedules right now. Okay, I've seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah, man.
I wouldn't even say back and forth because this is low-key a one-sided conversation. But he flooding David with messages, says, so we can hit your goal of 20k members before Christmas, and we're getting close to Christmas also. When's the next Twitch stream? David, you should totally promote the Discord server. It's been a while since we've had people join it. It looks like you've grown plenty of following on Insta since the last time you promoted it. Says, David, hope all has been well. I was just wondering if we can start promoting the Discord server again. I think we can get 14k or 14.
He wants to delete the messages.
It's been a while since we last promoted.
Because what other messages?
So,
what other fucking messages is that? He must have deleted it.
He's seemingly got... I've not seen David reply to him, to be honest, but he's bigging him up. You know, he's bigging him up in the midst of live streams, and he's talking about how he loves all of his mods and stuff.
Come on, man. He ain't just replying to himself with all that shit. A whole sentence just replying to himself. Man, come on.
But basically, okay, very, very interesting some of the stuff that they might want to cover up in the Discord, because during David's Fonda Theatre performance in mid-2024, that's an incident that a lot of people have looked back at and basically realized that they've seen Celeste in the crowd. Someone noticing Celeste in the pictures from Discord. People actually...
That's Celeste right there? That's her in the middle? I mean, right there at that little corner right there, that's her? Bro. Is that?
Mid-2024, I believe, like, this would have been after the performance, but people in Discord noticed Celeste in the pictures. So for all the people saying, oh, the Reddit detectives, they're digging into this too much, they're noticing Celeste's there. David's fans on Discord were noticing Celeste was there. Someone posted this picture where she seemingly appears sort of tucked away down here.
Oh, I thought she was like right there or something.
Real quick. That's
man. We gotta look over them things over there.
You see that? Man. What that I believe is allegedly Celeste. Tucked over there.
Oh, damn.
So saying at deleted user, it's you. It's you, Celeste.
Can't see. You can't even tell that. She tucked all the way.
They're saying, don't make me ban you. So in response to that saying, don't make me ban you, is that the cover? Is that Celeste saying, look, this top secret, right? Who's saying, I already made a post about this. Maybe you guys didn't understand clearly what I was saying. So as you can see, someone sent the picture of David and his little sister on stage. The user Benji then tagged a deleted user, which is the deleted user that is Celeste's account, and said, it's you. This is definitely not coincidental. Who else could he have been talking to? Who else is in the picture that was in the Discord chat? It can't be his little sister, right? It says... doesn't every deleted user say that username, besides assuming how you can be sure it's our account? But they're saying, I get that every deleted account shows up as deleted user, but that's not what I'm arguing. The context makes it obvious who he was talking to you. He said, it's you in direct response to the picture. The only person in that photo who's in the Discord at the time was Celeste, not the little sister and not anyone else on stage. So whoever deleted that account was clearly recognized themselves.
They was helping them.
The deleted user immediately replied with, don't make me ban you, which matches her energy and the way they used to joke around. It wasn't some random deleted account popping up out of nowhere. So I'm assuming based on the name deleted user.
Man.
Okay, I'm going off of who was in the picture, who was in the Discord, and who actually responded.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like the person that's, you know what I'm saying, aging, the motherfucker that's keep deleting shit, he should just go ahead, Fed should lock his ass up too. Investigation time.
Right. So people are saying that she was saying, He was saying Benji when Kylie said he'll ban him. So some people are suggesting this was someone called Kylie that was in there. It said someone named Kylie. I believe that was another mod on the server. But still, it is interesting. And essentially, it seemed like somebody noticed something. I mean, that is a picture of Celeste. Unless that's someone from David's label or someone else. I don't know. Okay, but I think that is very, very interesting.
That look like a dude back there.
During that infamous live stream at David's house, not the delete everything one, but the now newly iconic one that includes David and Neo. And what's interesting is Neo actually made a little joke, a little comment about being David's one and only Asian, and this apparently being maybe even a dig, like a little there might be a little in-house beef between Neo the Asian and David's Discord mod Asian.
For free? David will do a lot for free.
I do a lot for free too, man.
That's the Asian guy?
My shoulders when you say that.
Yeah. Do a lot for free.
What is it?
Looking sexy? Oh! I mean, hey, we should bring that girl from last night. Yo! Cool. Alright, bro, I gotta either shave again or let the goatee grow back out, because I'm looking kind of crazy right now, son. I don't like the way I look right now. I look crazy. Oh! Sorry.
Excuse me.
Look at that sexy boy right there.
Look at that sexy dude right here.
Look at that sexy man right there.
What?
You're gay! I'm David's one and only agent, bro. No one else, just me and David. I'm the only agent for him.
Get the Cardi boys outside.
Oh, you squished my
Oh, we're okay, we're okay.
Don't worry.
Very interesting, all right? So
I'm the only Asian for him. What?
Tension going on between the Discord Asians, I guess.
What?
Right? I guess from what was said. But so the last thing I'm going to leave you with is just kind of what points towards the cover-up, okay? On September the 9th, 2025, that's after the body was found in the Tesla, before it was identified as Celeste, a member of that Discord. The Discord was locked down, and once again, suspicious Sophia once again mentioned Asian when it came to locking the Discord down, and not deleting everything, but keeping things locked down and stopping communication during this scandal.
I don't want to get in trouble.
She said, I don't want to get in trouble. Unlock. Someone said, lick me. Because Extra David doesn't have the comments restricted, so people were realizing you could still comment on David's Finsta. People doing smiley face, they're posting the cat emoji, they're saying guys. And she said, I don't want to get in trouble. People said, I think you're safe. She said, slow mode still on, guys, so sort of reducing the amount of posts that can be put on the Discord. And said, nah, Asian and Zerk's finna go after me. That's in response to saying, I think you're safe. So basically, it sounds like Asian was possibly the top dog. Maybe Zerk's was at a similar level or just below him, and Sophia was kind of following orders from them. But when David says mods delete everything, these are the mods he was talking about. Now, I do have to suggest that maybe these people were lied to, and you know,
like they ass up.
They were
Fuck that.
allegedly enabling alleged crimes by David.
They knew.
They might have been helping him cover up. They might have thought
they
were
was
trying to
helping
help this guy through a scandal that was unrelated, and accidentally wound up being pulled into a plot to cover up evidence. Now, I do think that it is very interesting. No one else has been charged. No one's been implicated in the cover-up. And from the timeline that was broken down by the prosecutors, they're basically saying that David lied to everyone and he did this all by himself. And if that's how they feel based on the 40 terabytes that they got, I'm going to believe them, to be honest. It's still alleged, but
I don't think he did it by himself at the same time, man. He ain't chopped the body up. He ain't did all that shit by himself, Chad. Hell no.
Overwhelming. And I do think that it's only a matter of time.
He ain't do all that.
David just cooked beyond all recognition. So anyway, I hope you found that breakdown useful.
Man, hey, lock the mods up. That's what I say. For real, Chad. No bet.
Now, how does one of the most low-key rappers in the game end up getting murdered inside a bowling alley in front of dozens?
We finna get into the topic of, goddammit, Takeoff. When you know what I'm saying, got a little details about it. Let's dive deep into it. Let's go.
People. And somehow the case just keeps raising more questions than answers. And how does the alleged killer get a passport, buy tickets to Mexico, secure a $1 million bond, and now has high-level legal representation? It just makes you stop and ask, how does all of that happen? All while the death of Takeoff is still being investigated. The Takeoff case just took a very strange turn, and it feels like no one is really talking about it. For those who don't know or need a refresher, November 1st, 2022, Houston, Texas. Rapper Takeoff, 1/3 Amigos, was killed at a private event hosted by Jay Prince Jr. son of Rap-A-Lot Records founder Jay Prince. If you don't know who Jay Prince is, he is literally one of the most powerful and connected figures in the entire history of Houston hip-hop. His name carries serious weight in the streets and in this industry. The event was held at 810 Billers and Bowling, an upscale venue in downtown Houston. Invitation only, roughly 40 to 50 people in a room. This wasn't a random club night. This was a closed, private gathering. The official event wrapped up around 1 a.m., but people decided to stay. By 2:30 in the morning, the crowd had spilled onto the third floor balcony area, and that's where a dice game, money lost, tensions rising. Quavo was caught in the middle of it. Surveillance footage later showed him trying to walk away. His last words before the shots: "We don't play like that, bruh." Then gunfire. 2 weapons, 10 shell casings recovered at the scene, 9 from a 40 cal, 1 from a 9mm. Takeoff was hit twice, once in the back, once in the head. 2 other people were also shot, and the scene was chaotic. Now, I broke down this entire story in my video that I made back in March of last year. It was an investigative video that I dropped last year. I would highly recommend you check out that video, because in this video, I'm not gonna go as deep as I did in that video, particularly when it comes to what happened during his death and whatnot. If you want to check out that video, link is in the description below for a complete picture. The case is finally moving forward now, and I think it deserves another look. But there were some interesting things that I just really paid attention to, and I feel like you need to hear about them as well. But before we go there, let's actually look at what happened during the situation right after he died. Before police even arrived, a nurse who lived nearby heard the gunshots. She waited for the chaos to settle, grabbed her kit, and ran over to the bowling alley to see if she could help. A good Samaritan, right? But by the time she reached him, it was already too late. She said when she got to Takeoff, his eyes had rolled back. He was unresponsive. There was nothing she could do. He was gone before anyone could save him. By the time police arrived, 2:30 in the morning, downtown Houston. The scene was basically empty. Witnesses had already scattered, and a lot of them had left. Security was there. Nobody saw anything. Nobody said anything. And Takeoff was already gone. So detectives had to work with what they had, and what they had was the footage. The surveillance footage. Now, the surveillance footage placed a Patrick Xavier Clark inside that crowd, and he had a gun in his hand. And as the chaos unfolded, Clark was captured on camera firing multiple rounds in the direction where Takeoff was standing. Forensic analysis backed it up. Out of everyone there that night, Clark was the only person caught on surveillance firing in the direction that Takeoff was. After the shots, he fled on foot, briefly ducked inside the House of Blues nearby, tossed a wine bottle he had on him, then disappeared. Now, here's the thing that really bothered me. There were around 30 to 50 people at this event that Takeoff was attending, this private gathering, right? So 30 plus witnesses, and Houston PD publicly begged for anyone to come forward. Almost none of them talked. And I'll be honest, that's frustrating to even think about. Someone loses their life in front of all these people, and the priority becomes not say anything. That mindset in its own is kind of a tragedy. Isn't that like sad? And look, at this point, investigators had already Clark on their radar, but having a name and being able to make a case are 2 very different things. What they needed was simple: more leads, more evidence, and people willing to talk. They weren't getting that. Houston PD's homicide sergeant Michael Burrow said it plainly. Over 30 people were standing outside that bowling alley, and every single one of them left without giving a statement. Every single one. Some were tracked down later, but the damage was already done. And when you sit with that, it's kind of heavy, because behind all the speculation, behind all the unanswered questions, there's a real person at the center of this. Takeoff was a son, a nephew, 1/3 of one of the most iconic rap groups in hip-hop history. Migos, gone. Not on a tour bus, not on a stage, at a private event. So everybody knew exactly what happened, and almost none of them.
Shit crazy, Chad.
And that's the reality of this case before it even really began, and before we move forward. Let's not forget that a precious life was lost here. The quiet one, Takeoff. The one who just always stayed to himself.
And it's crazy, it'll always be the quiet ones, like the laid back ones and shit, that don't be in too much of shit. You know what I'm saying? Them the ones right there, bro, man.
Guy who was always so low-key. The one who stayed out the way. He's the one who lost his life. Doesn't make any sense.
Shit
on
crazy,
December 2nd,
man.
2022, exactly 31 days after Takeoff's death, Patrick Xavier Clark was taken into custody and charged with murder. But here's where things get interesting, right? Clark didn't stay locked up for long. He got out on a $1 million bond. And the question that never really got a clean answer was who paid for that? Aside from being stated that a family friend and had helped to...
Bingo! Jay Prince. That's who did it. Yup.
We don't know more than that. But look at who Patrick Clark actually was. He was a local DJ, a strip club promoter, not exactly someone you'd expect to have that kind of money sitting around. And on top of that, it was reported that he operated largely in cash. So, where did $1 million come from? Nobody ever really explained this part and the media moved on, but the question didn't go away. And the question didn't just come from us, the people. It also came from the prosecution. Early on in the case, prosecutors raised concerns that Clark wasn't being fully transparent about his finances. They believed he was downplaying what he actually had access to. And that raised a separate alarm. If this man has resources he isn't disclosing, he's a flight risk. And that concern wasn't just theoretical. Because here's a fact about this case that didn't get nearly enough attention. Just 2 days before his arrest, Clark had allegedly obtained a passport and then purchased tickets to Mexico 2 days before they picked him up. And this is something police made clear right after the arrest. They strongly believed Clark was preparing to flee.
Hell yeah, he's finna, boy, his ass finna get up out of there. Fuck you talking about, man? He ain't finna play with y'all ass.
Very interesting. And they also had the receipts to back it up. His movements have been traced, the passport, the Mexico tickets, all of it came out during his first appearance in a probable cause court hearing. Now at the same time, his defense was pushing back, arguing that their client didn't have the means to post bond, that he simply couldn't come up with the cash. The judge didn't buy it, and bond was set at $1 million, and somehow Clark was able to secure it. Now to be clear, this obviously doesn't mean that someone is paying a full $1 million in cash, but it still requires serious money or backing to make that happen. Now this is where things start to get a little interesting. Very early on, Clark had a high-profile legal representation. One of his attorneys was Carl Moore, a lawyer who's worked with rapper 6ix9ine, and notably, he's also worked very closely with the J. Prince family. Now let that context sit just for a second. Here's where it gets deeper. When Clark was released on bond, his bond conditions included a list of people he was not allowed to contact. On that list, J. Prince Jr., the son of J. Prince, the same person who hosted the event where Takeoff was killed. And not just him, any members of his family or household.
Hey chat, what I told you, J. Prince the one that did that shit. He the one paid his bond, cause he couldn't pay no $2 million. J. Prince the one paid the $2 million fucking bond.
Listed as well. Now nobody officially explained why those names were on there, but think about what you just heard. The alleged killer's attorney has ties to the J. Prince family. The shooting happened at an event hosted by J. Prince Jr.
Hey, so that just made me thought about something. Cause if y'all know about that Ben 10 situation, even though this is a whole nother video, but the Ben 10 situation and All-Star J.R. shot Ben 10, you know what I'm saying, all that type of shit. J.R. Prince was there, you know what I'm saying, allegedly, you know what I'm saying, it was supposed to be, like, he's supposed to tell Ben 10 attack All-Star J.R., and that's why J.R. shot him and wore off the bam and all that shit. But what I'm saying is to say this, I feel like the Feds trying to get J.R., you know what I'm saying, make J.R. talk, and Ben 10 talk, really to crack down on J.R. Prince. Bro, they trying to really get J.R. Prince because he tagged in all this shit that's going on.
And when Clark gets out on bond, the court felt it was necessary to specifically bar him from contacting that same family. I'm not here to tell you what to think, but you can obviously think for yourself, right? But those are facts, and you can decide whatever you make of them. And then there's another very interesting detail that I actually went over in my video from about a year ago. A man named Jim Willis surfaced in connection with the case. He was apparently a private investigator, reportedly working for Clark's defense. And according to what came out, this private investigator was the same person who facilitated the bond. Not paid for it, facilitated it, meaning someone else's money was behind it. Willis was just the one who made it happen. So now the question shifted. It was no longer how did this guy who's accused of killing Takeoff get out. It became who actually wanted him out. Who is this Willis private investigator working for? And is it possible that this private investigator was simply a lawyer between Clark and whoever was truly funding his release? Again, I'm not telling you what to think. You can connect the dots yourself. Now, the more you look at this case, and particularly some of these things here, the more you realize that almost nothing is...
I'm damn sure connecting my dots. I ain't playing. I'm crossing the T's, all that.
Straightforward. Actually, it is straightforward depending on how you look at it, but at the same time, there's more questions than answers. And here is where things get really interesting, right? The J. Prince family has their own attorney. His name is Kent Schaefer, a high-profile attorney who's worked with major artists like Travis Scott. And back when those bond conditions surfaced, the ones listing J. Prince Jr. and his family as people Clark could not contact, Ken Schaefer made a public statement about this, and this is what he said. He said there was no reason for the Prince family's name to be included in those conditions. The state agreed, and they were removed. Okay,
Damn!
but still doesn't.
So the state did. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I agree. What? That ain't right.
Why they were there
that ain't
in the
right.
first place. And now here's where this case takes a turn that I generally was not expecting. Now remember the attorney that I mentioned? Not Ken Schaefer, Carl Moore, who is of course Patrick Clark's attorney, the one with ties to the J. Prince family. Now this attorney actually just a few weeks ago ended up withdrawing from the case. No explanation given. He's out. Now Patrick Clark in this case also had another attorney. She was a black woman. Her name was Letitia Hollins. She was actually representing him until recently. Now 1 month ago, she was replaced. And who replaced her? Kent Schaefer, the same attorney who publicly defended the J. Prince family when their names appeared in Clark's bond conditions. The same family whose event this shooting took place at. He is now representing the man accused of pulling the trigger and killing Takeoff. And it's also worth noting how slow this case has been moving forward. This happened in November 2022. We're now in 2026, and there's still no trial.
Hey man, some shit ain't right, man. This shit ain't right. Real talk.
The trial is apparently set for November of this year, but there are no plea deals or no agreements yet. Now, according to Clark's own attorney, both sides have spent the last several years exchanging evidence and making sure discovery is complete. And when asked whether this case will even go to trial, the response was very simple. If it's not dismissed, they're of course going to trial, which it looks like they are. And Clark during this entire time has maintained his innocence, saying he just wants to move on and live his life again. And keep in mind, he's been out on bond this entire time. And like I stated, a trial date has now been set for sometime in November 2026. It looks like early November. But here's another detail that quietly slipped through the cracks, which is a detail that I actually covered in the video that I made about this over a year ago. But not everyone has seen that video, so I'll just talk about it quickly. At some point during the case, DNA evidence was mishandled. A forensic analyst made critical errors in processing evidence connected to Takeoff's murder. Errors serious enough that there is a real possibility that DNA evidence in this case was compromised. Now, the analyst was actually fired because of this. And since then, no real update has been shared on what that means for the case. No clarity on whether the evidence is still intact, usable, nothing. Meanwhile, the defense has been preparing, the prosecution has been building, and the rest of us have obviously just been waiting. 4 years later, still no justice for Takeoff. When you take a step back and look at—
Man, I ain't gonna lie, that shit make you want to crash the fuck out, man. Real shit. Like, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? You try to get the police involved in, and they don't do shit about it, no justice and shit. You be like, damn. Like, that shit right there make you want to just crash the fuck out. For real. Like,
everything
shit ain't
together,
right.
this whole thing definitely starts to raise a lot of questions. $1 million bond, paid by unknown hands, an attorney.
That make you want to, know what I'm saying? That make you think like, man, bro. You know what I'm saying? You especially got all the money and shit. You fuck around and be on some dirt shit. Real talk. Hey, man. Shit, man. For real.
With direct ties to the family who hosted the event, names added to bond conditions, then quietly removed, in a case that has somehow dragged on for all these years with no resolution yet. And then you have the 30 plus witnesses all at the same private event, and almost every single one of them decided to stay silent. Now, I understand the culture, you know, the no snitching culture,
No
snitching.
Right?
Actually, I don't understand it, but I'm just trying to make a point. I get that some people might think that way, but obviously in this situation, it's just like Goff wasn't involved in whatever went down that night. By all accounts, he didn't even want to be there. He was only there because Quavo wanted to go. He was innocent. He was caught in something that had nothing to do with him. And all those people who watched it happen and said nothing, I guess it was fear. Maybe it was loyalty. I don't really know, right? When silence like that is this consistent, that widespread, it's one of those situations that you don't see in every situation. I just feel like Takeoff deserved better. His family deserves answers.
Yeah, man.
The trial now set for November 2026, and hopefully the person who did this can get held accountable for what they did. Obviously, this case has taken a very strange turn, and it's kind of weird how nobody's been talking about this. But obviously, that's why I'm here to keep you guys updated.
It's weird,
if you like this
chat.
part, drop a like on this
It's
video and
weird.
subscribe if you're new here. My name is Blackie Speaks. Nice to meet you.
Shit is weird, man. They need to look deep into that, especially that J. Prince shit. For real. Shit ain't right. Let's see what we got, man. What else? What other shits? Man, I think that's a wrap, man. Let me see. Oh, let's get into this Mac Muller real quick.
Look, bro, tell me like, man, that's the
Man, we finna go ahead dive deep into this Mac Muller and shit real fast. Nah, I was playing. Let's go.
my back. I'm like, bro, check it out real quick. You're like, what? I was laughing and smack the dog out your stay doing police.
Start following. He like something, yeah. Because you be doing all that police. You be doing all that police. That's why you don't want to woo-de-woo-de-woo, because you gonna call the police. I said, yeah, I know I'm gonna call the police.
Oh, bro. Shit, fuck. Yeah, I call police too. Shit. Let's get it, man.
Past after months of going back and forth on social media. And I really can't say it was like a non-stop thing where these guys are just beefing and dissing, but they've had their fair share of exchanges on social media due to Bloodhound Q50 not liking the content that Mac Muller had been putting out based on him. Now, before we even continue, y'all, I see a lot of people saying that these two have beef. I've seen a live where Q50 actually did label Mac Muller one of his ops. Now, I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to this new generation and beefing and ops, it's a little weird.
Ops.
Back in the day, in order to have real beef with somebody, you had to actually know them and at least had some sort of encounter with them to where you guys had a disagreement or whatever in real life.
Shit, not necessary. That ain't how that shit is, man. Your ass can be an op. You don't have to know that motherfucker. That's an op, nigga. What you talking about? Yeah.
And then it led to whatever it led to. These days, however, you can disagree with someone's opinion on social media and suddenly they're calling you their op. And it's crazy because ironically, people are literally dying behind this.
Hell yeah,
people
nigga.
have literally lost their life all because of dissing on social media. That's actually 90% of the drill culture, and when you think about it, that's crazy. So with all that being said, this leads into why Q50 and Mac Muller would get into it in the first place. As y'all know, Muller is a YouTuber who does reactions and gives his opinion on certain things, particularly drill rappers and the drill culture as a whole. And he makes it clear that he hates the whole stigma of being a street guy, because a lot of these street dudes are misleading the youth.
Definitely is, Chad.
Being gangster and spinning,
leave that street shit alone.
And all that stuff is cool. So usually when he comes across someone that promotes that ideology, he clowns them or just lets it be known to the youth that this is what not to be. And Q50 happens to fall into that category, where Q50 does drugs on live, glorify it, raps about unaliving his ops, robbing rappers, and the list goes on. Perfect target for Mac Muller, as Muller will react to one of Q50's videos where he allegedly went on a drill the same day Bloodhound Little Jeff was unalive, and surveillance video will show that a man described as Q50 will fall in the process, as I think everyone around that time was clowning him on social media for it.
You watch your homie die on the drill and you did absolutely nothing. In fact, you actually seen your homie, Lil Jeff, hit the floor, and when he hit the floor, you slipped, you got so scared that you tried to turn the other way. Hall of Fame slippery went wet. Skirt! Traction control turned off on your shoes, you slipped and fell. Goddamn. Around and ran back to the car.
So after that, him and Mac Muller forever had tension between each other, where Q50 even threatened him a bunch of times on social media and would even speak on him on a few occasions. And with all that being said, at last, the two would finally get to see each other face to face in the airport, as they both would get on social media afterwards, tell the world about the encounter. So we're gonna get into what Q50 had to say about it, then get into what Mac Muller had to say about it. It's two different stories.
Two different.
Y'all, but before we do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button.
Let's get into it.
Bro, tell me like, man, that's the mark on my back. I'm like, fool, check it out real quick. You're like, fool, what? I was laughing and smack the dog out your stay doing police. Now here's getting in the front. Can you stop? That's my husband. I'm your husband, the police. She said, okay, don't matter. I'm alright, bitch, get on my face. She said, I'm full. You crazy.
Boy.
He told AMF.
Hey, he think he the toughest motherfucker alive, boy. Like nobody want this stuff his ass down somewhere. Like, boy, get your little silly ass up out of here, boy. For your ass, get your ass put in the blender for real.
He told AMF, you better get it. You better get him, AMF. Oh man, what the f?
Cause all it's gonna be is your guys and shit. You ain't gonna do shit. Motherfuckers gonna stuff your little ass. Get your goof ass up out of here. Get your ass beat the fuck up, boy.
You told AMF, better get him, AMF. AMF, come on, bro. It's not worth it, bro. I'm like, blood, you steady making police. I'm for you gonna call the police on me. He like, I know.
I'm saying, like, this nigga little as hell, bro. Like, of course he gonna have guys and shit around him. Like, bro, motherfuckers like you would get your ass stuffed. Like, stop playing, boy. Like, you ain't even know. You ain't a threat for real. Like, you ain't even scary for real. Like, who you scaring? Like, who the fuck are you scaring? Like, if you have like 5 or 6, 7 niggas behind you, then okay, but you personally not scaring nobody. That's the whole point. Like, oh, that's a clown for real. What the fuck?
Better get him. Mac Moolah, that's his name.
Oh, motherfuckers better get you, motherfucker. Like, oh, that's a damn goofy for real. Mac Moolah,
now that y'all got to hear what he had to say, let's get into what Mac Moolah's story was, and it sounds a little bit different.
I'm saying motherfuckers little, like, it'll always be the goofy motherfuckers talking shit, trying to, know what I'm saying, press a motherfucker. Boy, you'll get your ass stuffed. Like, stop playing tough out here, boy. You only gonna act like that when you're around niggas, but you ain't finna, know what I'm saying, do shit to nobody, boy. On God, your ass get your ass put in the blender for real. Stop that shit. Stop that shit.
100% fact. Right hand to God. I swear for God. This is the 100% facts. Anybody that say this is cap, they cap. This happened in Chicago. O'Hare Airport, right? So I land. It's like nighttime. So I land, I get off the plane, nothing crazy. We go in the baggage claim. We go to the bathroom. Okay, the first bathrooms we see, we pull up to the bathroom. So wifey go to the bathroom. I'm standing in between. It's a men's bathroom on the left. It's a women's bathroom on the right. I'm standing in between. You see what I'm saying? I got my 2 dogs with me. If y'all know, I got 2 little cockers.
Oh, you got little 2 puppies, little chicken,
I got 2 carry-on bags with me, and I'm chilling. Now, as I turn the corner, I see a nigga in a hood and like a little hoodie, and I see another nigga standing next to him, and I see him from around the corner. I'm like, that looks like Bloodhound Q50 himself. I said, oh snap, the Savages is in the airport. You feel me? So then we keep, as I see him, I peep him, we keep walking. She go to the bathroom, I'm in the middle with a
Right.
my dogs. So as that's happening, I see Bloodhound Q50.
See, and that's the worst, right? Because even if he wanted to do something or react, you gotta remember, right? You gotta think for not only you, but now you gotta think for your wife.
Right.
Then you gotta think for your 2 dogs.
Right.
So you can't
your little chicken woo-woos.
Even if you wanted to, because at the end of the day, you gotta think for not only yourself, but you gotta think for them. If anything go down, let's say they put hands on your wife. Anything go down, let's say they do something to the dog. But also you gotta remember too, these guys are in the airport. I don't know why people think fighting in the airport is cool, but if I'm not mistaken, isn't that a federal offense?
Right.
I think so. However, it's not cool to be fighting in the airport.
He gets closer, and I'm like, yep, that's Bloodhound. In my head, I'm like, yep, that's Bloodhound Q50. And then I look, it's somebody standing next to him. Now the nigga standing next to him is a little tall. He about my height. I'm about 6 feet. He probably like 6'1", 6'2", or something like that. I'm like, that nigga, but he had on some Rick Owens, so he might have been cheating. I don't know.
He might be cheating.
I see another nigga tall. He got dreads. I'm looking. I say, that nigga look like Bloodhound Lil Jeff. It's Lil Jeff reincarnated from... I'm like, no. Turned out it was Lil Speedy. He looked just like Lil Jeff.
And hold on, that's what I'm saying. Like, folks at 6 feet, you know You know what I'm saying? Lil Jeff short as fuck, bro. He can get his ass, boy, dunked on. Fuck you talking about? Like,
just like Lil Jeff. Y'all cuz something. So now they start walking towards me. By the time they start walking towards me, I'm already posted up like in the middle of the two bathrooms. So they walk towards me. I hear Bloodhound Q50. He say some. That's the dude on YouTube or something, right? And I hear Lil Speedy. He say, "Oh, that's him." He trying to laugh or whatever. And then they walked up on me, and they was like, "Hey, bro, right now this the part that he not telling the full part of the story." Okay, they walked up to me. They say, "Hey, what's up, bro?" I put my hand out. I said, "Oh, it's the sack." I swear, it's just like this. No matter how many times you tell me to tell this story, I'm gonna tell the same story because this is exactly how it happened. I said, "It's the Savages. It's the Savages."
Hey, let me tell that shit.
Q50 walked up a little close. He said, "Nah, I don't even want to shake your hand right now, folks." I said, "Damn, all right." I said, "What's up?" He was like, "Listen, bro."
He says the Savages?
That's the first thing that came out his mouth was, "Listen, bro, I fuck with you."
See, and you know what's crazy? Been saying on social media.
Hey, nigga, cap, boy. Niggas, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Niggas in Chicago do be capping. Bro. Niggas be capping out here. Like, you gotta take their temperature sometimes. Like, motherfuckers be capping, bro.
Do this, that. To be honest with you, it shouldn't have been no talking.
Oh, God.
Right? Because if you wanted to do something to me,
like, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? You see that nigga was up right there. Ain't no talking. Bro, man, all type of, you know what I'm saying? All type of shit going on, goddamn it.
This time, you finally see me. You already know
For
what I've
real.
been saying about you. I know what you've been saying about me. It's nothing to talk about. So I think at that point, once you start talking, all right, I already know that's not where you want to take it. No problem. We could talk like civil men. But, you know, everybody energy be different in person. They put on this online persona, whatever the case may be, but their energy in person is always different.
Oh, God. What they say, wallahi, nigga, God can come
He's a malahi.
If I'm lying, bro. I swear that's the first thing that came out Bloodhound Q50 himself mouth. He said, "I f with you, bro." He said, "Listen, I fuck. I be seeing your videos. You know I meant you, whatever. I f with you. It's only one or a few things that you do that I really don't." So at this point, right? At this point, I'm doing two things. The first thing is I'm actually, at this point in the conversation, I'm actually 100% surprised. I'm like, oh, we finna have a grown man conversation. He gonna tell me what I don't. I'm finna explain myself on why I say what I say or do what I do or move how I move. Try to get him to kind of figure out my mindset. I'm gonna figure out his mindset and what he don't fit, and we gonna come to an understanding. Maybe in my head, all this going through my head at once. I'm like, shit, maybe we can do a video or something. You feel me? Already 2-on-1. We in the airport, so I'm like, okay, if they want to fight, I'm gonna have to do some Bruce Lee, Jet Li right now because it's two of them. It's one beat. You feel me?
Bro.
But I'm trying to make sure it ain't 9 of these things. Because if it was 9 niggas, I'm running. See, I'm going to get wifey, we go to the bathroom, and we go. We get, you feel me?
Hey,
Yeah, real shit, real shit.
You're never too tough.
I ain't going.
Right? Don't let your ego get the best of you and then
Damn right.
looking like you done lost 3 hours.
Your ass gonna look like that Martin off episode when he got all them, you know what I'm saying, bumps and shit, got beat the fuck up on, bro.
You probably can take, depending on how big they are. They some big, jolly, green, giant, security looking dudes. I would advise you to run. But if
Get
you
the fuck on, Chad.
You got 4 or 5 dudes, and it's just you and your wife and your dogs, you better get up out of there. You live to see another day. Especially these guys, they like stomping on heads and all types.
What they?
Listen, it's best you put your intelligence before you
stomping your ass, boy.
Before your emotions have you in the grave somewhere.
But like 2 niggas, I can try to do some Bruce Lee. You feel? So anyway, I'm looking around, I'm trying to find him. I can't find him. I don't see no more niggas with him. You know what I'm saying? So I lean back on the wall and say, okay, bro, what you on? He say, damn, what was that last video, that last scene? He kind of like looked around for a minute, thought about it. He was like, man, I don't even know. It's cool, bro. I'll with you. Then he shook my hand, walked off. Then Lil Speedy shook my hand, walked off. That was it.
Wow. See what I'm saying?
That was it.
Now, with all
that was it. What the fuck?
All these words you got for somebody, it should have been no shaking hands. It should have been no talking. It should have been none of that. Right? You said what you was gonna do when you see me. You know, online you make it seem like you this big, whatever. But yet you come and approach me and we talk and you shake my hand. Now, of course, I would prefer this result before anything. But what I'm saying is these tough guys, these gangsters, their energy seems to always be different in reality, right? In meta is one way. In meta, they gotta be whatever they gotta be for their fans and whatever. But in reality, it's always different.
That was it, right? Now, the story continues. So about a few minutes later, I see them, they standing by there, they walk to I guess they walk into their gate, and I see them talking to another person that was sit down around their gate. But it's like a wall right here, so I can't see who they talking to. I don't know if it's girlfriend, mama, manager, another crash out there. I don't know, railver. I don't know who the dick talking to, but I just see he talking to him, so I peeped that. But at this point, like I said, I'm pleasantly surprised that was a cool conversation, because even though it really ain't get nowhere, but it was like a cool interaction. Like, it wasn't no crazy. He ain't say nothing. I ain't called him no. He called me no. We ain't none of it happened. You feel me? So I'm like, okay, cool.
Right.
So I go to the bathroom. I walk up to the urinal. I pee.
She said, I pee.
I get done. As I'm washing my hands before I grab the paper towel, my wife called me. She outside in the same spot I just was at with the two dogs, right? She called me and she say, hey, where you at? Because it's two niggas. Now, I didn't tell wifey what happened at this time. So she say, hey, where you at? It's two niggas that just walked in the bathroom, and they was like, what bathroom he go in? So as that's happening, I literally see Q50 and Lil Speedy walk in the bathroom. I see Lil Speedy walk all the way in the bathroom. He start opening up all the stalls. I don't know. I guess he was trying to see if somebody else was in there. I don't know. So I walk out the bathroom, and then I walk past Lil Speedy first, then I walk past Q50 second. So I get outside the bathroom. So as I get outside the bathroom, I hang the phone up with wifey, because now I'm with wifey. And I say, what happened? She like, yeah, it was just two niggas, or them two niggas that just walked in there, or whatever. So then they walked outside the bathroom, and that's when the story that he said, that's what happened after that. So that's when he was like, hey, folks, check it out. I said, what? He said, check it out real quick. I said, for what?
See, that's the weird part, right?
Right.
Because
y'all already talked.
Encountered with each other.
Right.
Right?
And check it out again. For what?
You come back in the bathroom. I'm assuming you was looking for me. I walked past you. You had to see me walk past you. It's a bathroom, right? You and Little Speedy. I walk past you. Y'all come out, and now suddenly, you want to talk to me?
He like, man, check it out. You know what's finna happen. I'm finna smack the dog out you. I did just like this. Turn around, grab my two carry-on bags, and me and my wife pressed on, right?
Now you see what he said?
Right, get the fuck out of here, man.
He threw his hand at him, man.
Right, get your silly ass out of here.
Because we already just encountered each other.
Right.
You gave me a handshake and went about your business. Then you came in the bathroom, seen me, and then you let me pass you. But then you come out the bathroom and want to press me. Now, here's what I think happened. When they had that first encounter, that was the real him. Whoever he went and spoke to, who was sitting down, he put the battery in his back.
He like, hey, folks, you know what I'm saying? Bro, you know what I'm saying? Hey, beat his ass, folks. You know what I'm saying? He treating you like a bitch, folks. Beat his motherfucking ass, man. You see, he was talking shit at you all on YouTube and shit. Whoop his motherfucking ass, man.
Because if you had that energy, you would have had that energy when we first spoke. You would have never had that energy after we spoke, after we shook hands, and after I seen you in the bathroom. So where did this energy come from? What happens is somebody put that battery in his back, like, yo, listen, how you see him and not do anything? Right? You know he's probably gonna make a video and say he's seen you and nothing happened. You're gonna have to at least do something, make it look like you tried to get crazy at least, so nobody could think you so whatever it is. Because where was this energy when you first seen him? Something ain't making sense.
So then he started following me. He like something, yeah, because you be doing all that police. You be doing all that police. That's why you don't want to woo-de-woo-de-woo, because you gonna call the police. I said, yeah, I know I'm gonna call the police. I know I'm gonna call the police. I know exactly. I'm smiling, right? I'm like, exactly, yes, for sure I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna call the police, you feel me? So as that's happening, he's still following me. So then I see AMF visuals, okay? Now AMF visuals is they cameraman and they manager. You feel me? I think he they manager, I don't know, but I know he make they videos and shit. So I think he be like traveling with him or whatever. I think he was going to Rolling Loud, you feel me? Because this was Saturday. This was on a Saturday. So I think this was Thursday. So I think he was going to Rolling Loud. Right? So, what I was there for? Okay. So yeah, I see AMF and I'm like, AMF, you better get him. You better get him, AMF. And so when that happened, Q50 had start turning around. So at this time, he turned back around and he started walking with us, like walking our way again. So as he's doing that, remember, I got wifey with me. Remember, my wife is me, my wife, and 2 dogs, my nigga. 2 little cockaboos. Little 10-pound dogs, you see what I'm saying? So as he walking up, I'm kind of like walking up and we like doing like this, like he kind of like doing like this, and like to the point where if we keep going, we'll end up meeting like in the middle of the airport, like in the middle of the airport hallway. So as that's happening, he like, what you trying to say? Something. So at that point, my wife walk in between us. She look at him. She like, no. He like, get out my face. He like, don't touch me. Watch out. This don't got nothing to do with you. She said, this my husband. Like basically saying like, this got everything to do with me. You know what I'm saying? It's my husband. Like, it got everything to do with me. I'm not just some random person. Like, this my husband. Like, you see what I'm saying? So he was like, I don't get no if that's your husband. Your husband police as hell, and you know that. Get out my face or something like that. And then he turned around and walked off. Right? Because at that point, AMF had walked. Pulling him away or whatever. And was like, come on, bro, whatever he said. I don't even know what he said. And then at that point, Q50 walked away.
See, that's what he wanted, right? That's all. Because here's my thing. He had nothing but space and opportunity to do something to him, right? All that talking, what is the talking for? If you had all that opportunity before the wife even got in the middle with him, you was walking with him, right? Why didn't you do anything? Why all the talk? And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It was supposed to be no talking, right? If you have a problem with me, we already exchanged words on social media. We know what type of time it is when we see each other. Why are we talking? Right? Why are you talking? Clearly, Moolah don't have the problem with him. He has a problem with Moolah. So I don't expect Moolah to do anything to him. I expect him to do something to Moolah because you don't like me for what I say about you on social media when I read. To the video. So all that time, he never did anything, but he waited until AMF Visuals came and pulled him back. But that's all he wanted. He wanted to make a scene so Moolah can't get on social media and say, oh yeah, I seen Q50 and everything was fine and dandy. Nothing happened.
And that whole interaction, Lil Speedy did not say anything. Now, I checked this, I already knew this, but it was a point in time where Lil Speedy followed me. Like, we followed each other back, you feel me? And let me just go ahead and break down exactly. So I don't know why he left out the whole first part of the story. I really don't. I don't know why. But my whole reaction to the situation is, bro, like, so for everybody that wonders, like, that wanna know about why he did that for real, it's because.
All right, so that's pretty much it. If y'all want to do all the history and find out why they into it with each other.
His ass is goofy, man. Q50 ass retard, man. His ass to sit his little ass down somewhere before he get his ass hurt. Bro. I got time for his little ass. Shit, let's see what we got. Last thing for them.
Why AAA? Because you're stuck in a rut, literally. Because some.
This is.
Man, we finna get into some no jumper Adam 22. Let's go. Let's dive deep. Oh!
Really bad for No Jumper. So the snitching Olympics have began, and No Jumper is currently trying to out-snitch one of its ops. And it's just crazy accusations being thrown back and forth. This entire situation where Adam 22 and one of his ops are snitching on each other and try to get the other locked up actually stems around one of his employees. So Adam has an employee called Lush One. Lush One has been on No Jumper and doing podcasts with Adam.
Man, y'all, if y'all here, man, hit that like, man, and subscribe to the channel, man. It goes a long way. For real, chat. Real.
For years now. Lush has a girlfriend called Germfree that Adam doesn't like at all. Lush and Germfree is engaged in like a very toxic relationship. Germ feels like No Jumper is enabling Lush. Adam feels like Germfree is like a party pooper whenever Lush is on stream, you know, and he's having a little too much fun with women around. Germ will shoot Lush a text voicing her disapproval of his behavior on the podcast. Lush will.
Another thing, man, I'm also, you know what I'm saying, produce product on mics, man. If y'all need some mics, bro, if y'all into like streaming, you know what I'm saying, or trying to play the game, trying to, anything with the microphones, you know, the link is in the description, bro.
Read the text, his entire mood would change, and Adam feels like, you know, their relationship has kind of derailed the podcast, so he doesn't really like her. This week, Lush didn't show up for multiple shows on No Jumper and kind of went AWOL and missing after a cryptic Instagram story. So the fans are wondering where Lush was. I called Lush a couple times. He never picked up. I think they expressed on the No Jumper show that they don't know where Lush is. So the fans began to reach out to Germ to figure out what's going on with Lush. Germ goes off and explains the reason why Lush One has been missing from No Jumper, while also going at No Jumper for what she will say is enabling Lush. So Germ writes, so as much as I want to like this post, I don't. Lush is laying on the couch right now asleep for a day and a half on fake bars. He gets his drugs and then goes to his job to perform on them because he's encouraged to. They pretend to want him sober, but instead they create the nature and environment where he can go to them and crash out and give you guys entertainment. As long as he's on that job, he's always gonna relapse and do the most and act as crazy as you can in order to sustain his clout. I'm afraid No Jumper is killing him slowly, all for entertainment. It's sad to see my friend go out this way. They know our relationship is rocky, so they'll throw variants like bring corn stars or have him do 24-hour streams and provide him the drugs and provide the females because I feel like they want to see him crash and burn and they want to see his relationship fall apart live on the air in order to have another headline for the week. I'll be real, bruh. Hey, listen, I don't know the proof she got for this, but I don't think Adam is this cold, bro. You think Adam wants to see Lush One in a cemetery over a headline? And if Lush were to die, they'd probably be the people pressing the merchandise and putting them on t-shirts. If people truly loved him, they will stop bringing this ish around him. This is just the tip of the iceberg. She comes with even worse accusations a little later in this video, so stay tuned. Now, I haven't been at No Jumper for a while now. I'm still a part of No Jumper, but I haven't been in the building on a day-to-day basis for a while now, a couple of months. All right, so I have no clue, and even if I was there day-to-day basis, I don't engage in crackhead activities. I don't do crack. I don't do none of that. You know, coke. I don't engage in that. So if it was going on, they know to keep the crackhead activities away from me. I have never done drugs. I don't engage in drug use. But Germ makes a very specific accusation this time around. She says during the 24-hour stream, Lush was given drugs so he could perform the best, or he could perform better, or he could keep a high energy. Adam has responded back to these allegations, and we'll get to Adam's response shortly. But there are clips on No Jumper where Adam is telling Lush he has to get sober. Adam actually suspended Lush, I think, for 1 or 2 news episodes because Lush came too effed up. So Adam, like, for the most part, has been outspoken about how he doesn't believe that Lush should be on drugs. So in that regard, you know, you do have to give him some credit. I've spoken to Lush personally before, and Lush has said this publicly, so I don't feel like I'm sharing any type of like information I shouldn't be sharing because he has said this publicly before. Lush one is an addict. Lush has personally asked me, hey, bro, do you feel like I perform better? Do you feel like I'm a better content creator or better podcaster when I'm not sober, when I'm on drugs? I've personally told Lush no. Lush to me is incredibly smart, right? He's well-traveled, right? He's very entertaining. And I do feel like, again, the sober Lush one is a little bit more calm, right? He's a little bit more passive. People was running over the sober Lush one. But yo, Lush sober is still very, very, very smart. He's a great communicator. He's articulate. He gives deep analysis. Now, he's so smart and articulate that he can still do that right now while on drugs. And, you know, he has a little bit more turned up to him, right? And, you know, and like erraticness, which makes him like chaotic. So he believes that he's a better performer and content creator when he's not sober, which is why he has continued this for a while. When Lush first got to No Jumper, he was sober. But when you are thrown into this universe, the pressure from the fans, you know, the backlash from other content creators, the amount of drama and storylines you get into, I can understand it. If you're not somebody who is like strong-willed or strong-minded and drugs is your go-to, I can very easily understand how somebody will relapse very easily without them being given the drugs. Right? Because again, Lush is from somewhere where drugs is no shortage. Like Lush is from an environment and a community where drugs is damn near almost free. So I don't feel like Adam has personally given Lush drugs or fed Lush drugs so Lush could be more effed up than he already is on the podcast. Now, Adam responded back to Germ making these accusations. This is part 1 of his response, but in his response to Germ, he accused her of committing crimes and also says that she belongs in jail for what she has done to Lush One.
My favorite thing is how, like, any good battered wife, Lush One goes on the podcast week after week and just lies and makes up to hide the fact that he's been in an abusive relationship with a woman who's in her mid-40s and obviously has not gotten chose or picked up by a man yet. So she's latched on to a dude like Lush, who obviously has drug addiction, low testosterone, possible bisexuality, and she just beats the shit out of him and abuses him because she doesn't really feel she has any other outlet. And it's pathetic. I'm not gonna like just let you just beat up my host and make them miss work for a week because you couldn't help but bludgeon them. Like, what a sick, sad existence. Lush, we are going to get you out of that environment sober and with a woman who doesn't feel the need to beat the f out of you.
Germ is accusing No Jumper of providing Lush One drugs during the 24-hour stream, and those drugs relapsed him. And because of the drug use, he been on the couch for a week and a half missing work. Adam and No Jumper is claiming that Lush One has missed work because Germ beat him up and battered him, and he caught a head injury. Now, Adam would only, you know, have that information because Lush One told him this, or Lush One told No Jumper this. Lush One was even on the podcast where he kind of made an assumption that something very wrong took place and that he, you know, had a head injury. So No Jumper, Adam, and others assumed that his head injury actually came from Germ.
To tell people what happened, because first of all, I'm not going to get super duper specific, but I will say this. Thursday morning, I had a life-altering medical emergency that left me severely concussed, and I fell asleep afterwards, which I don't know.
You're not supposed
apparently
to
when you have a concussion.
That sounded like you got knocked out.
Sounded like got his ass whooped.
No, it was nothing. It wasn't nothing like that. It was. What I will say is this: it was a result of my drug use, 100%. It was a medical. It was a medical emergency brought on by my drug use, and that pretty much. pretty much like almost killed me.
Germ, in response to Adam and the fans accusing her of battering Lush, will post receipts of exactly what the life-altering medical emergency for Lush was.
11th, we made a complaint back in April. It's been over 30 days. And now the roof is coming down from the upstairs into our shower. Unusable. It's been like this for a while. My cats use this bathroom. It's now a hazard. They still haven't done anything. The closet still has mold. And really, the last thing you need to be doing as a white man, coming after a Latina woman telling me, what? Were you there? You got evidence? If you weren't, shut your mouth up, bro. All you do is set people up. You like seeing people's downfall. You really care about Lush sobering up? Stop giving them the drugs. I got video. Them same drugs he be copping from your office got fentanyl in them. The reason why Lush has been crashed out is he's doing fentanyl. Talk to them about that. Where's he getting the drugs from, Adam? Fuck you.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. I am a friend of, I am an associate of no. Hold on. Hey, bro, I ain't never touched drugs. I ain't never. Hold on, bro. What y'all talk about some real serious things right now, bro. Hold on, bro. Hey, Lush, you better clarify tonight, dog, because the distribution of Fetty. Ain't that like 20 years in like a fair prison? Lush, you better clear. Hey, what I feel? Hold on, bro. I'm a little flustered right now, bro. Hold on, bro, because this affects everybody in that building, bro. Hold on, buddy. Hold on, bro. What I think happened? Lush is getting the Fetty from somewhere else. He comes back and tell his girl, "Nah, I didn't buy these, baby. I got it from No Jumper," and that's why she feels that way. But she says she got video of Fetty pills being sold up. Oh, hold on. Hold on, man. Hold on, bro. This is serious, gang. We all going to jail and shit if this is true. Hold on, bro. I'll be the first one snitching, by the way, so y'all don't even got to worry about that, bro. I'm taking a stand if this is true. Now, she followed back up with another response. Now, Adam ultimately responded back to this, man, and we'll get to that shortly, bro. I'm sorry. I gotta take. Just watch this new clip. I gotta take a break, man.
Adam Grand Mason. I would call you 22, but whatever, bro. That's just your name, right? I'm not gonna let you rage bait me like you do with my man and play him like a puppet, get him all drugged up, throw him out there, and try to see what could happen. Bro, we all know everybody's aging. I'm not in my mid-40s. Crazy. You're older than me, bro. But you know what's crazy? More people have died under your watch. More of your friends have gone to prison because of things you've had or allowed them to say or put in front of them because you like to implicate people. You're an irresponsible friend, manager, and boss. You're getting enjoying it. And we all know, bro, you got no control of your own situation. Last thing you want to do is get into it with me. I mean, it's not going anywhere, bro.
Lush got word his girl was on this internet, making the spot hot, letting the world know about the Fetty dealer, about the Fetty, and Lush put that medical leave, that life-altering medical emergency on hold for tonight. He did 150 in a 20-yard school zone to get to No Jumper tonight. And he gave us a performance of a lifetime, man.
Loyal person the whole time since I've been back here, fool. And I care about No Jumper more than I do pretty much anything. And Adam hasn't done wrong, fool. He's just giving me a chance and giving me a job when I should have been fired, when I crashed into the side of the building, when I showed up late, when I showed up on drugs, when I...
Lush, I love you. But it ain't never that serious, man. It ain't never that serious. More than anything in the world, more than anything in this blue and green planet, more than anything, It ain't never that serious, man. I'll be real. I thought, maybe, Jerm was just saying this because Adam said what he said, so they're just throwing things back and forth. But after I seen this performance by Lush, man, I'm starting, maybe Lush did tell her that he got the pills from No Jumper, but, right, because he was scared of his girl. Because I can't tell you a thing on this planet that would have me bawling my eyes up. Like, maybe if my mom gives me a really, 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 like, good encouraging word, I might cry like this. But ain't no job on planet Earth. I don't care what you think my dream job. Ain't no job on planet Earth that would have me in tears like this. Excuse me? What's in the atmosphere at No Jumper, man? It gotta be something. It's maybe it's the Fetty. I don't know. I'm kidding. Obviously, I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. It gotta be something in the atmosphere, man. Because that Fetty powerful. Because ain't no job in the world ever gonna have me shedding tears, man. Excuse me?
Shit. I obviously got them in tears, so bro. Yeah, chat. Let me see what I got.
Patronage is not insignificant to us. My name is Colin Campbell, and I live on a family farm in central Illinois.
Philadelphia has some of the most disturbing shootings
Yo, we finna get to the Philadelphia shootings.
ever captured on surveillance. A normal conversation turns into gunfire. A robbery turns into a point-blank shooting. A woman gets chased by a masked gunman after a car drops him off. Then, on North 22nd Street, the whole block erupts with multiple shooters. ARP-style pistols, people running for cover, and before tossing a Glock to somebody else in the middle of their escape. Some of this footage had to be cut down for YouTube, so make sure y'all check out the clip. 2024, 4700 Griscombe Street. 22-year-old Anastasia Stangret was found deceased on Griscombe Street, but the surveillance tied to this case shows her final known movements before that discovery. The footage came from Penn and Arrett Streets in the Frankfurt section, showing her alive days earlier as investigators worked to build the timeline around where she was last seen and how long she had been missing.
So they grabbed her, they snatched her? Okay, she talking. Alright. She talking to a nigga. She walking with a nigga. Shit. She might be selling some shit. She might do some, Well, hell, she with that shit. That's why they got her. Cause she with that shit for real.
September 17, 2025, 276 West Sheldon Street. This clip starts off looking calm. A slim suspect with long braids is standing near a white vehicle. Then he reaches into his waistband, pulls a gun, and fires directly into the driver's side as the car speeds away. After the shots, he runs south on 3rd Street with the white sneakers standing out as he disappears from the frame. September 14, 2025. 2099 Bridge Street. At Bridge Market, 2 suspects were seen walking past the store before the robbery. One had on a hoodie with a gold Narcos logo, while the other wore a Yale hoodie and appeared to be watching the door. Once they went inside, the gunman pulled a weapon and shot the clerk in the face at close range. The clerk survived and was listed in stable condition, but the footage showed how fast the robbery turned violent. September 8th, 2025, 7644 City Avenue. Inside the Wingstop on City Avenue, 2 males came into the restaurant before an argument reportedly started over marijuana use inside the store. As they were leaving, one of them turned back and fired a single shot into the business, striking a female employee. Police later pointed to the suspect's black hat with a K logo and the white sedan they used to leave the area. I can't show the full video on YouTube, so make sure you go to my website and check out the full and cut version of this.
So you mad, motherfucker? Don't shoot a motherfucker. Damn, do fast. Say about these YN, boy. Niggas, get in the car and get up out of there.
September 1st, 2025, 1529 Adams Avenue. On Adams Avenue, a 17-year-old was shot in the back after police responded to a person with a gun call. Surveillance showed the suspect nearby wearing a white t-shirt, light jeans, and white sneakers. The clip helped place him around the scene during the same window when the shooting happened. September 15th, 2025, 4800 North Lawrence Street. This one looked coordinated from the start. A black Nissan Juke pulled up near North Lawrence Street, and a masked...
You mean Jeep, nigga, that Juke? What the fuck is he talking about?
gunman jumped out with a weapon. He chased the female victim up the block and fired 10 shots while she ran for her life. After that, he got right back into the same Nissan Juke, and the vehicle fled southbound on Roosevelt Boulevard. August 8th, 2025, 6100 Van Dyke Street. This footage came from inside a home during an early morning robbery. The suspect was seen moving through the residence wearing a black bubble jacket, shorts with 3 stripes down the...
Hey, chat, man, hit that like, man. Subscribe. Let's go, man.
right leg, black athletic shoes, and no socks. A male victim was shot and critically injured before the suspect ran toward the 4700 block of Devereaux Street.
They got his blicky out.
October 11th, 2025, 1700 block of Teasdale Street. On Teasdale Street in the Ronhurst section of Philadelphia, this case was a homicide from the start. Police said the shooting happened around 3:54 in the afternoon, directly across from Northeast High School, where 16-year-old Xavier Gregory was shot and later pronounced dead. An 18-year-old woman was also struck in the ankle and found at a nearby laundromat. The surveillance showed 2 suspects moving with a larger group of juveniles who may have been attending Northeast High School that day. One suspect wore a beige jacket over a black hoodie, and the other wore glasses with a blue hoodie while carrying a black bag. Police had already made at least 1 arrest in the case, but investigators still believe these 2 suspects were connected to the murder.
These niggas threw their life away, man. Goddamn, chat. These motherfuckers be throwing their shit away, bruh. And they just don't be caring.
March 22nd, 2026, 2000 North 22nd Street. This is where the video gets completely out of control. A large group is standing on the block like it is a regular day, and then all of a sudden, gunfire breaks out from different directions. Multiple people pull weapons, shots start flying across the street, and the whole crowd scatters. Some of the weapons appear to be ARP-style pistols. People were ducking, running, and diving out of the way while the shooters kept firing.
They sparking that motherfucker too, bro.
One suspect appeared to get hit in the leg and started limping away. But even while injured, he appeared to toss a Glock to another person during the escape. This is one of the main reasons I'm putting the full version on TopTrendReportTV.com. YouTube is only getting part of it, but the extended clip shows how crazy that block really got once the shooting started. What made it even stranger is that the injured suspect reportedly never checked into a local hospital, so even after being seen limping away on camera, investigators believed he may have been treated somewhere off the grid or helped by somebody after he left the scene. Don't forget to go check out TopTrendReportTV.com for the full version. I'm putting the longer clips. The case.
Dude, you gotta strap this shit up on Call of Duty, bro. Shit. Think that's it, chat. Think that's about it.